Damn it. Okay. Okay. We are now live. There we go. Now you can just do the last 10 minutes over again.
All right, now the last 10 over again. So, once upon a time, there was a place called Midland. It was in the middle of the land. And,
Absolutely enthralling.
and in Midland, there was an archmage named Martine who was served by a group of eldritch knights named the Golden Drakh. And once Martine was imprisoned by the archmage Grigori, the Golden Drakh fell into disservice. And through the acts of, I mean, they already were kind of fairly corrupted anyways in terms of how they get their money, but through the acts of certain seditious groups and killing the kings of Midland, um, the um, powerful, uh, powerful adventurers that both wielded sword and sorcery, similar to themselves, and became a mercenary band, which has been summoned which has been bought and paid for to assist now with the encroaching demon um, problem that has been plaguing Midland since since the king died. Really, since the Martine left and the king was killed, very much a power vacuum happened, and the brink has um, expanded um, to Midland. I don't even know if they're on the same continent, to be honest, but because of the loss
So we ever define that?
loss of the demon machine as made on Isla Mogila
Oh, that's a
has
bummer.
complicated things. Like where at first the brink was kind of probably kept at bay slash was created through the machine. Now that the demons that used to fuel the machine are all released, the brink has started to um,
Man, the assholes who did that, like, really, really screwed the pooch.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure they had
you
everybody's
know,
best interest at heart.
and luckily, that's not common knowledge. People don't know, you know.
Thank God for that. I mean, if
uh,
we knew who did that, we would go hunt them down and kill them right now.
totally,
That's the
totally
greatest
killed.
service we could do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You two individually were attracted to this Golden Drakh mercenary group, mainly because, for whatever reason, they have huge stores of magical items. They have a large purse. They have uh, a lot of power in the region, regardless of the fact that they're just a mercenary group. I mean, they used to be the ex post facto, military organization that ran this country before Martine disappeared. So they do have a lot of power, and they are being run by a mercenary lord who used to be. Um, he returned from a very strange journey covered in blood, and a man named Tacitus.
Oh, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Someone, I don't know if it was God, but
Someone damn it.
but in any case, Tacitus has deployed you to Midland to help with a specific problem that you have been bought and paid for. The two of you are sitting in a military encampment. Um, your forward area of the abbey has been um, is a stronghold that you kind of launch yourself out of, and within a half day, or probably like within a couple hours, you're able to reach the military tents that house all the commanders that and mercenary group leaders that have joined forces to deal with the demon threat that has encroached into Midland. You see and are familiar with groups such as the Purple Rhinos and the Band of the Minotaur and um, the Yellow Canaries and the Land Vikings. Those guys are real brutal.
The
But
land biting.
the Land Vikings, yeah. But really, it's in this military tent, you are singled out as people begin to start talking about the strategies for the the time ahead. A old, grizzled commander is at the table, and he's kind of pointing at different people, different leaders. One of them is Caliban, the leader of the band of the Minotaurs, and then he also points at you two. Which actually, John, I don't know your character's name. Can you both introduce yourselves and what y'all do?
Sure. Jesse, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm Yuji Noboru, the dishonored and last known surviving member of the Noboru Ninja Clan, who fled his home in dishonor, defeat, and disgrace, and is now just looking for work to rebuild his fortunes and resurrect his clan.
Okay. And can you spell your name? 'Cause I keep saying it wrong. I keep hearing Eugene. Is the first
Yuji, Y-U-J-I.
Y-U-J-I. And what's the second name?
Noboru, N-O-B-O.
Yeah, that's why it sounds like Eugene. It's Eugene Noboru.
I was thinking Eugene, actually. Sorry. Eugene Abaru. Okay.
Yeah, Eugene Noboru. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In this land, I have taken the name Eugene.
Eugene Abaru. Okay.
Yeah, Obaru. Yeah, Obaru, that guy over there.
Yeah.
Everyone refers to you to the mispronunciation of your last name.
Yeah.
They're just calling you Gene.
That's fitting.
Yuji and Harden?
Yes, I am Stephen Smith.
Ooh, Stephen Smith.
That is, it's not my real name, but it's the one I go by.
A very human name. Not an evil name at all.
It's the name I have chosen for myself. It's how I identify. Yes, my real name is, or my birth name was Alcazar Chevish. Stephen Smith is a little better. Incidentally, that last name right there, Chevish, that's an actual Polish last name.
Mm.
Not a single vowel in that thing. There's someone in town with that last name. Anyway.
How do you spell it?
I put it in the group chat there.
It's kind of like Chin.
It's PRZYBYSZ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the Y's count as vowels.
I mean, I guess kind of, but it's still.
Yeah, it's an odd name. That's cool.
Anyway, yeah, I don't have much of a background for this character, honestly. I haven't thought about it. Very young and mostly just trying to get away from my parents. Yeah, I am traveling under the shadow of my ancestry.
So you're just born level 20? God, fucking talk about a silver spoon. I had to work my whole life, and then I lost everything.
I was basically just born at level 20. I'm sorry. We come from a very old, powerful family. So.
Demon kind.
I didn't choose it, okay? I spent a whole 5 years trying to be just a regular ass blacksmith. It didn't work. I'd hammer out like a decent suit of armor in one day, and then at night it would like animate and start spouting infernal things while burning down half the town, and I couldn't keep it up. So
all came out cursed.
So I moved here to the material plane, became Steve Smith.
Yeah, dedicating my life to doing good work. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there and do some good works. You know. Yeah, I'll think of something else later. I don't know.
Good, that's fine. That's good enough to go on. And so the two of you, Yuji and Steven, are in the commander's tent with all these other commanders, and he singles you out. You, Golden Drox. This is where you come in. Caliban here will lead his band of the Minotaurs into the thick of the fighting. From what you understand, the thick of the fighting is where the brink is kind of like opened up. So there is a, a shear in the fabric of reality that opens up directly into the abyss. Where basically the band of the Minotaur has been plugging, and the Radiant Sword. I mean, there's a large Radiant Sword presence that can be spared from the regular brink, which really isn't a lot. But now that it's kind of starting to spread, you do have a very real tear that connects this place to the abyss.
Right.
So Caliban here with his band Minotaur will be in the thick of it, and they'll support the main offensive while you two, we've called you specifically to do an infiltration mission. We have reports that a demon has been trying to break over into our world.
I whistle nonchalantly.
As your Hezro whistles nonchalantly behind you. And it is Alquam, demon lord of the night, that we suspect. We've seen more shadow demons and owl harpies that have been crossing through the abyss. Our spies tell us that this Alquam is close. It's your job to break into his lair, steal the shard of what?
Sorry, Stephen here. Did you just say what was his title? Lord of the Dark?
Yeah, Lord of Night, Demon Lord of Night. Yes, that's it.
Lord of the Night, Lord of dark and not.
Yes, that's why we called you a radiant sun soul, and you a ninja.
And you back up
to infiltrate this lair.
Yeah. Okay. Infiltrate like stealthy, because
you do you.
Problem.
But there is a time limit.
You'll notice that Steven's clothing is very, very shiny, and he always has a light hovering around his head. Like, I can cast the cantrip light at will, and there's always one there. There's a little bit of flame hovering in the head at all times. Like, okay, we can go do this. I'm gonna need to lay in an extra supply of torches, but I think we can do this.
Steven, you might be overcompensating with the
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We're just
sure
bringing light to dark places.
Caliban kind of interrupts your back and forth a little bit. He's like, "My men are dying out there. We're sacrificing ourselves to this terrible fight, and all you can do is sit there and bicker about whether or not you're going to get in there and get this stone."
Sorry, go on about the stone. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. So you were saying something about some sort of dark artifact that we're going to procure?
Yes, and destroy, the commander speaks now.
Okay, yes. We'll make it disappear from this plane of existence.
And it is an amulet that has a large emerald placed in it. Within the amulet you should be able to see swirling darkness within it. But we believe this, we're not entirely sure, but we believe this to be the anchor that shall allow him to cross over.
Okay.
I see. That's very interesting.
We shall get rid of it.
I'm
Caliban,
slightly familiar with these sorts of things, so you've recruited exactly the right person to deal with this kind of dangerous artifact.
Caliban looked at you again, and he's got his second in command, Viscera, there. She's a towering human fighter that has a giant great axe. And Caliban kind of looks at you and says, "Don't let me down. My men are going to be dying out there."
I can't afford to be defeated again. We won't fail you.
All right, well, better be worth money, because we paid a good coin to get you here.
Yeah, that's right. 20,000 gold? Is that right?
Each. Yes? Yeah. I believe that was it.
Yeah, whatever they paid you, they paid you.
Well, yes, we got the advance.
Yep, definitely. Um, so if you have any other preparations, now's the time to do it. We begin our attack at dawn. That should give you enough time to get in there and get out while there might still be light on this side. We don't want to make the demon any stronger than it has to be.
So we
No,
should
no.
we should head out in the morning when they begin their attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
As the sun
There is
rises.
the commander kind of points to a map on the table and he kind of like shows the battle lines and he also shows kind of where they expect you to infiltrate, which is kind of more to um, the left flank of the main force through an old battlefield that where there should be that the bodies are still littering the ground because there's no time to pick up these bodies.
Right.
But you should be able to slink through here while the main force attacks here.
Okay.
Okay.
The only thing I want to do before we leave is buy a bunch of potions of healing. How
We
much?
don't have shit.
They don't have any.
Yeah, they have a bunch.
That's all right. That's all right. I can sustain the both of us. Have no fear.
Okay.
Yeah, you can spend your money on whatever.
I do trust you, but I still want to buy some potions. What if I need to help you? Have you ever considered that?
Nah, I think we'll be okay, but nothing bad will happen. It's fine. This is
We're going into a demon fortress. The heart of the darkness, the Lord of
I'm
Night.
very good at healing things, but if you do want the backup, that's fine too.
I do.
Okay.
How much would healing potions cost me with the different varieties?
I'm just gonna say right now, I took the first level abilities for the Celestial Pact. So on top of the 100 hit points I get from the monk, I get another 11d6 from the warlock, just every long rest to heal people with.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Yeah,
100? I thought it was only 30.
10 times my monk level.
D6 per level.
Damn.
1d6 plus 1 per level, I believe. Yeah.
There you go.
So
Nice.
11d6 from the warlock, and then just another flat 100 from the monk.
Nice.
So I do heal very well.
We've got a good yin and yang thing going on. We're going to be a good team. I can tell, Stephen.
I think this will work. Plus, I almost forgot to look it up, but I think there's a warlock evocation where I just get max healing from everything. Hold on.
That would be rad.
It was sick. I think it was Honest Arcana.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
I'm
how
thinking
much
of something
would
else.
potions of greater healing and superior healing cost me, Jaeger?
I think that from what I'm looking at, depending on rarity, how rare are they?
They're uncommon for greater healing and rare
So
for
100, 500.
So 100 and 500?
Because a normal healing potion costs 50, right?
Yeah, usually.
So I'm using the magic on 135. I'm using the magic item rarity. 50 is the cheapest for a for a common item. It's going to go on the cheapest side for uncommon and rare. So for consumable, it's 100 for an uncommon, 500 for a rare.
Great.
5,000 for a very rare. So if you wanted a potion of supreme healing.
Nah.
Oh, I see it now. Potions of healing. Vermin Supreme. And that's communal money for y'all to spend together.
20,000?
Yeah.
20,000. Okay.
What did you spend on material components, Jesse?
1,000 gold for the
Oh.
planar binding. So I'll just take 10,000 on my side and deduct from that if that's easiest. But if you want to pool anything, I'm also fine with that.
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
I'll just take 10,000 and kind of deduct from that. But
Oh, yeah, sure. If you
if
need
you want to
anything
pool
else,
anything, I'm fine with
ask,
that.
because I'm not sure. Yeah.
Likewise.
Like, if you want to go over a little bit or something.
Yeah, likewise.
Okay, since I went Pact of the Blade rather than Pact of the Tome, I am going to take that Staff of the Magi instead of the Ion Stone.
Ah, the staff twins have arrived.
They call us yin and yang.
Oh, it's yin and yang have arrived, says the commander 10 minutes ago.
Great. I'm only going to use it to hit things with. I'm not going to cast anything out of it.
What?
It's my pact weapon. Oh, no, wait. I can't use a legendary item as a pact weapon. Fuck.
A very rare one, Staff of Power, is a very rare one that also has +2 to attack and damage and a couple spells in it.
Yeah.
Like Staff of Fire, if you want to go for radiant, fiery shit. Those are both very rare.
Oh, Staff of Power actually is probably, yeah. Right, yeah. Staff of Fire.
Why would it be legendary, John?
Huh? You cannot make a legendary or an intelligent item pact weapon. It's in the rules, unfortunately.
I do not see that.
Really? I would swear it's total.
Oh, you cannot affect an artifact or sentient weapon. Legendary items are not.
Artifact. Oh, okay. Well, shit. I thought it was legendary. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. I think it's just because artifacts are singular objects that.
I'm actually going to go with the Staff of Power anyway because I get more bonus from that. That also gives me +2 to armor class and saving throws. So my AC is effectively 23 with a Staff of Power.
Oh, rad. I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good to go. I buy a bunch of healing potions and summon a demon.
So, John, what are all your magic items then?
Okay, I took was that taken anything there? Oh, right. Okay. My magic items are Ion Stone of Mastery, Staff of Power, Braces of Defense +2, Cloak of Displacement, an Immovable Rod, and a +1 Luck Stone. A Stone of Luck.
Okay, so your Iron Stone of Mastery is your legendary item?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's really good. That's what you need for an expert, a proficiency expert.
Right? It's just +1 to proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Well, imagine just like you get +14 if you're an expert. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it gets doubled. Yeah, that's rad.
Cool. Alrighty. Y'all are spending your monies. You've got your potions.
Yep.
Your Hezro kind of comes up to you, Master. I don't have a good feeling about this. I'm not one to return home willingly, but I would if you let me go. But just I don't want my friends to see me and you being subserved to you.
Know your place. If you defy me again, even in word, Your punishment will be more dire than anything your friends would visit upon you.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Fine.
You know what happens if you break a pact. Remember your place, demon.
Very well, master.
I can get rid of that thing for you. Would you like me to get rid of that thing for you? I can.
We're gonna take him back home. We'll send him back. We're gonna deliver him.
What?
Blaster.
Didn't say anything.
Sure.
Okay.
I know the ones. I can have him here soon.
I'm surprised he makes you so uncomfortable. I mean, you think, like, you grew up around these kind, you know their culture and stuff.
What are you implying? I find that very offensive.
I see. Very well.
We Tanari are nothing like those Bator.
So you're suggesting that all demons just have the same culture, that we all just are interchangeable. That's great.
No, you're quite right. I see my error now.
Yeah. It's a whole big world out there, bud.
How embarrassing.
Damn it.
I'm humbled
As
by my
your abbey is making beer and training ninjas. But eventually night falls the day before the attack. And you see no, you don't really see much. Nothing but quiet, still night. Occasionally you think you hear whispers in the sky. But then you look and you see nothing but an owl flying.
Owl or owl demon?
Owl or owl demon indeed.
Didn't they say something about owl harpies?
Yeah, he did say something about owl harpies. I'm a little paranoid. I've got lights just set up all around camp. We've got a very bright perimeter. Or at least my tent has a very bright perimeter.
Sure. Very much. From your bright perimeter, you can see like the shadows elongate. The owl looks even scarier to you.
Oh, man.
But it flies in the night sky. What are your perceptions?
Based on Caliban's instructions, were we meant to head out this night or in the morning at the same time as their attack?
The idea is that you are slipping in while the attack is happening.
Yeah,
okay.
They're providing distractions.
In the wee hours of the morning, then, we get what sleep we can, prepare ourselves. Put the least worst of the apprentices in charge of the school and monastery while we're gone.
Blaster volunteers to stay.
Master Blaster?
Blaster Bartown? Question mark?
No, he can't stay. He's coming with us.
Very well.
You have your orders.
So you pick a competent squire.
Yeah, the least incompetent one. I mean, none of them are really adequate, but there's no choice.
Yeah, a major domo shows up, gives you his word that he'll take care of the abbey.
Don't let anything happen, or you'll be cast out forever from this school. This is your chance.
He bows. Very. Come inside.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. If you are, Stephen.
as I'm going to be, I think. Yes, we might as well get this over with.
We head out into the late morning night to hunt the Lord of the Night.
Just
as you kind of slink out into the left flank of the battlefield, you can kind of see the army of Caliban, his mercenary group of the Band of the Minotaurs, led by his second in command, Viscera, with both of them at the front of their column, are flanked by the Purple Rhinos and the Land Vikings, and they all look up to muster as they start to march towards the abyss. The large tear in reality answers them with their own army. You can see 12-foot tall fanged arms, these werewolf-looking motherfuckers that are just, their blood is just dripping from their mouths as they rip off their own, humanoid companions for strength. They popping off heads, and they're all kind of slathering beasts. There are some, very interesting sections of the demon army that are kind of marching out. There's some, dudes who look like they're all put together with their armor and their, magical weapons, and there's dudes that look like they're all crazy and swarmy, and they're just, it's a very ragtag group of demon warriors.
Yeah.
There's some Hezro that you see, some Labrezu, and some Balgura in the ranks. But for the most part, these large forces, as they start marching towards each other, are largely occupied with themselves, giving you an opportunity to do what you must to get across.
So we're actually trying to slip into the tear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You done this
All
before?
right.
You got any advice, Stephen?
Just walk straight ahead and don't think about it too much. Because if you do, you go insane. Reality's weird like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Arcana?
Arcana?
Yeah.
Put my dice out. Oh, have I shown you guys my new dice cup yet?
No.
If you are proficient in Arcana, roll Arcana.
That's awesome.
Right? It's all flat. I think it's Disney. But still, plus the base lights up.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my god.
I know.
It's too much.
She just got it.
Does it shoot the dice out, or it's just the goblet?
It's just a goblet that I keep my dice in.
Stephen, I think the blinking lights might be a little too much.
I don't know. It shows you're serious, really.
It's not the way people on our plane show that they're serious.
Stephen, you're affecting my epilepsy. Stop.
You can't go wrong with more light, damn it.
Yeah, I have Arcana. I get a 22.
Say history or Arcana? 10.
Yeah. Arcana if you're a proficient in it.
Right,
I
no.
got 22.
Proficient in neither.
Okay. Jesse, Yuji kind of realizes that sneaking into the abyss probably really easy through one of these tears. Sneaking into the right layer of the abyss, that's going to be the trick.
Is there anything we can do to help guide us to the correct layer that we want to enter?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think to yourself, man, if we could get some sort of token or some sort of focus, or if you have teleportation, or
Hmm.
like if you had teleportation, you could easily get in there and then teleport to the right place, right? Because you're in the plane of existence, which is the abyss.
Right.
Uh, or if you were able to kind of like find, for example, about these owl harpies. If you could find a token, like a Qual's feather token from one of them or something that you could, focus, kind of where you're going, or just look at the lines of warriors coming out of the brink and seeing kind of where or what is represented, and maybe kind of making a best determination from that.
I can scry. Hold on.
Ooh.
And contact other plane.
Dad, I need a favor.
I can't, son. Right now, it's not a good time. What is it? Just tell me what. Do you need money again?
Dad, for help, God.
You need money again? I'll send you a Western Union, but
Dad never helps me anyway. I call the unicorn. He's my best friend. His name's Ruben.
hey, Ruben here.
And he helps you out with anything because he's wonderful. Let's see. Yeah, contact of the plane. Right. Oh god, a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. If I fail this saving throw, I take 66 psychic damage. I am insane until I finish a long rest.
Maybe you did this yesterday? Question mark.
I don't know. What day of the week is it? How often do I use this?
Is this how you go contacting the other play on a weekday? What what day is this? Is this what day is this?
Sorry, I called up Ruben and it was just like a gleeful acid trip for the next 24 hours. It was wonderful, but I can't remember all the helpful information he told me.
We're pressed for time. That might be a little bit too much of a risk.
Let's see. We could try to inspect the visions that we can see where they're coming out, or we could try to hunt down one of these owl harpies and force it out of them. Which of those sounds more appealing to you?
Hunting down with the owl harpies might be easier.
All right, I like that idea too. Do you have any survival? You're good at wisdom.
No, I don't have any survival. Do I have survival? No, I have no survival. I actually do have stealth. I don't know why. I'll never use it.
Oh, good. I do too. I never use it. We use that all the time. Slipping silently through the shadows is one of the most valuable skills you can have for artful and careful execution of.
Slipping silently yet sparkly and glamorous through what used to be shadows before I got there. It's really, I will always be rolling at a disadvantage. It just doesn't work.
So you're gonna try to spot from where you are or with scrying some sort of indication of the owl harpies.
Yeah. We're going to shoot one down out of the sky when it if we can.
Sure. Roll perception.
Perception. 15.
Natural 1.
So, let's see. Do you succeed? Moderate. I would say it's moderate. And you, as you're kind of surveying the field, think to yourself, well, it must be easy to spot flying enemies, and start kind of looking at the flying enemies, and you're able to kind of see Unfortunately, kind of closer to the middle of the fighting, kind of where Caliban and his troops are fighting, a port out of one of the tear. You can see a bunch of owl harpies that are just kind of pouring out, as well as some smaller owl creatures and some shadow demons.
Okay.
I might be able to help us deal
Pretty
with
close
this.
to the center of the fighting.
So I could fly us up there.
I can levitate myself.
I can cast fly on both of us at once. Levitate only gets you like 10, 25 in the air, I think.
You move 20 feet around, up or down. Yeah, but you can't move horizontally without pushing off something.
So
So it's of limited utility.
I can fly us both, or you can levitate and I can fly and I can tie a rope to you. Pull you around.
I think fly includes more than one person as default to casting, so we'll just do that.
If you upcast at a level, you can target one additional creature.
Oh, okay. Let's say I could also just levitate up there and cast hold person on one of, or hold monster on one of them.
Oh, and then it would fall like a rock.
Yeah.
So it would fall right into the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah, let's just fly up there. That'll work.
Or we can try to shoot at one to peel it off our direction.
Yeah, we don't want to draw too much attention, though. We're supposed to be stealthy. What if we could just capture something on the ground? There's got to be something laying on the ground that knows the way in. It doesn't need to be an owl harpy, right?
Sure.
No, it doesn't need to be.
You look, your 15's enough to kind of look kind of like where you were specifically instructed to go in was over this battlefield. And you do see some creatures that are kind of like picking over the remains of the battlefield that you might be able to, if you're able to capture it. There's a flying eyeball swarm, just look like a bunch of eyeballs like going to every corpse, and like you see the eyeball swarm like kind of like suck up like a dude's head and then kind of come back, and the head doesn't have any eyes left, and it's kind of like sucking up all the eyes. You see some like bodies that are kind of just forming to like pulling themselves together and creating like cadaver crawlers.
Yeah, let's go. Those look like they fit the bill.
Let's go do those. Yeah. Let's catch one of the weird eye things. God, I hate those.
Yeah, I hate them too. They're disgusting.
I mean, you leave the window open one night and they get trapped in the room and they're just flying around.
You wake up and your windows are all smudged where they've been bonking in.
Have you ever tried to get ocular fluid off of a window? It sticks.
It's disgusting. Do you want to stealth up on them?
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Let me give you some advice for stealthing on this plane. The best thing to do is to extinguish all of your light.
I'm not sure I like where you're going with this.
And then move quietly. So it's like 50% quiet.
Right. No, I got you on the moving quietly. It's just we're gonna need light to see where we're going.
I mean, you can see in the dark, can't you?
Well, yeah, I cast light.
That's not quite what
Come on, let's just go. As long as we're moving silently, we'll be fine.
All right. Yeah, we slip up on this group on the ground.
All right, so you are you're kind of crawling up on the eye thing. Let's see what we can find the eye thing.
Is it a single mass, or are they all just separate floating eyes?
It is a single mass. Can I screen share? I don't want to. So it almost looks like a beholder, but really it's just eyes, all eyes, and like eye stalks and like weird eyes. Like there's some demonic eyes in there. There's some cat eyes, some lizard eyes, and here's the I don't know if I can. Where? How do I talk? Anyway, it's a big thing of eyes, and they're all for me.
Some massive eyes.
It's kind of floating. It hovers about, a couple feet above the ground. Every so once in a while, it sees a body and it slurps, it extracts their eyes. You see, like it completely engulfs the face, or at some points, like it sends out a tendril and just like pulls the eye out of the socket. And then the cadaver crawler. Let me see that.
So we just need a fistful of eyes from this thing, and then that'll be a token that takes us where we need to go, right?
I think we can manage to get a fistful of eyes. Yes.
Yeah, so if you want, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right. We sneak up on it.
Jump my hand into the mass.
Don't charge in, because I'm good at assassinating things when we sneak up on it.
Oh, okay.
I can give you a signal.
We can do that. I can restrain. Okay.
Yeah, you will have to roll some stealth if you're going to try to get past the other thing, that Risen Reaver.
Is that a cadaver crawler thing?
It's like Risen Reaver. It almost looks like it's an amalgam of bodies. Like there's, two bodies, and then it's got like 4 legs and 4 arms, no skin. It's all flayed, and spikes are sticking out of it. It's just kind of going to each cadaver and kind of like eating from the corpses that lay on the ground.
Okay, so that's like a big nasty. The eyeballs mass is kind of a smaller nasty that we can hopefully.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
As long as we sneak around. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try to slip by it.
Okay, so rolling stealth.
Yep. 24.
Yeah, I got a 26.
Yeah, it kind of, there's, as you sneak past, you watch as the light kind of surrounds Stephen, kind of, catches the cadaver's eye, the Risen Reaver's eye, first, like sticks the head in the air and kind of sniffs the air. And then it goes back to the corpse touching. As you sneak past it, the eye swarm, the oculo swarm, it doesn't do anything different. It just kind of swarms, and it's kind of pulling eyes, and you can see it kind of doing its own thing, kind of, cleaning the battlefield with all the eyes.
All right,
just hanging out.
Yeah. Let's jump it.
All right.
We're just gonna slaughter it outright. And
now can we charge in?
Eyes, right?
Can I charge in now?
Wait, you guys are trying to kill it?
They were just gonna grab a bunch, right?
I mean, we need a token from the other side. Its
corpse
would be an adequate token, would it not?
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna knock it apart a bit and grab a clump.
We can also interrogate it. Knowledge Arcana on do we need information, or do we just need a piece from the other side?
Is it intelligent enough to interrogate?
Yeah. The Arcana originally told you you need a token from the particular plane of the abyss you're going towards, right?
Okay.
That's why you're going to get the owl harpies, or you're going to do this plan, which is where you're going to question this dude.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you can totally kill this dude. You can totally take some eye stalks, jump through it. Hopefully, that's enough.
Okay. So yeah, in that case, I guess we need to keep him alive.
Okay. Damn.
I guess, do we have any sense of how tough he is in terms of?
This thing doesn't look like it'd be too much of a challenge for you by itself.
Okay. In that case, how about we
Stunning strike. I think it's stunning strike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay. We have rules for that. Wrong book.
Yeah, as you kind of approach the Oculus Swarm, you see some other creatures kind of, also on the battlefield. Some rift swine, pigs that have been kind of affected by the brink are here. They look like they got, tentacles and stuff, but they're just eating happily on the corpses.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak up and attempt to punch this thing.
Okay. Well, your sneak's still good.
All right. I will sneak up and punch it.
And I'll slip up with him, and I guess I'll ready an action to follow up with trying to rope it up if once it's restrained.
Okay. So you all sneak up, and you are ready for. You quietly kind of something. Passive perception. Yeah, it doesn't see you. So it's still it's too engaged in like sucking and extracting the eyes out of all these corpses.
Oh god. Well, as it is pulling the eyes out of corpses, I sneak up. I pull my staff out of the air beside me, and I just basically take a golf swing with it, or a baseball swing into the eyes.
Stunning strike.
That's a plus 14. Does 24 hit it?
Yes.
Awesome. And I will expend a key point, and it has to make a DC 18 Constitution save.
14.
Okay. It is stunned until the end of my next turn.
It is immune to stun.
Ah. Damn it. I was just about to do a good one.
You jump out behind a corpse and you slam it with your staff to try to stun it. And all of a sudden, every eye stalk on it just looks right at you.
Damn it.
How much damage do you do?
Right. I did 1d6 plus 7 bashing. 9 points of bashing damage.
9.
It's a magical weapon.
You are still your turn. Do you have any other attacks?
Well, I was about to lean casually on the staff and crack a one-liner, but I guess I'll just attack it then.
Right, you immediately realize your stun did not work, so now you're like looking at this creature that doesn't really doesn't have menace in its eyes, but it's definitely looking at you. And you just
hit it.
So what are you doing?
Okay, I hit it again.
Okay.
Does 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do another. Oh shit! 12 points of damage.
Okay.
That's my second attack.
It is a large swarm of flying eyeballs.
I'm gonna lean in and just. Don't you even think about sounding an alarm. You.
There's. Cool.
I don't know. That's all I got. We don't want to kill it, so I'm not going to kill it.
It's still a surprise round if you want to act right now. You realize it's not going your way.
Yeah, it's not going our way. Maybe just killing it and stuffing as many eyeballs in our pockets as we can.
Oh, so you want to kill it now? Okay. I guess we can do that.
Let's see. Let's do this. I will. I'll cast Major Image. Do I have any idea what the Lord of Night looks like?
Nope. Your Ezra might be in. You decided to subjugate him and not ask him any questions.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but seemed more fun to investigate on our own until this went south. I create a major image of one of the like. Oh fuck. Yeah, of like my best approximation of the Lord of Night. So it's probably a dark, shadowy form. And it looks down over this thing and says, "Oh shit! Why would he even need to ask this?"
Where do I live?
I have possessed the mind of this worthless peon, but he needs a token to cross over that I may bring his soul closer into my grasp. Give him such a token, and you will be rewarded.
It's a good flow. We should have started with that.
His mind is crazed, so he's just attacking stuff.
Yeah, so I rolled intelligence to disbelieve the illusion, and he got an 11, which I don't.
My DC is 19.
Yeah, and then he rolled insight, a +6, and got an 8.
Not great.
But I will give him advantage on insight only because John hit him.
Seems fair.
And he rolled a 12, or he got a 12, so that probably doesn't help.
Nope.
Yeah, this is pretty normal in the Abyss to hit people and then demand things of them. And so the big eye swarm kind of like, I mean, there's like floating eyes. You realize now that it's only like partially connected, and that like it's kind of like able to kind of undulate and expand. It's large. I mean, it's like this 10-foot diameter cloud of hovering eyes. You watch as an eye stalk kind of like comes out from the middle of it, kind of rooting itself out and kind of like flings itself at you, and you're holding an eye that, well, you're holding an eye.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the image looks down over him and it's like, "You have served me well. Go back to your business." And it just evaporates in wisps of shadow into the darkness.
It kind of looks. The thing kind of lowers its eye stalks at you both and kind of narrows its pupils a little bit, and then goes back to like flying and eating eyes.
Well, that worked quite well. Perfect.
It's a shame this stun didn't work. It was a good plan before. It was immune.
It was worth a try.
It seemed like a really good way.
Plan ended up being a bad plan, but it was a good plan.
It was a good plan. It was a good plan.
Yep.
It was almost a good plan. It's almost a great plan. Honestly, not gonna lie, it was pretty inspired until it didn't work. But still, I think Ruben would still be proud.
Yeah, but Ruben's always proud of you, isn't he?
He is. He's just the best.
It's all right.
Ruben, the unicorn affirmation.
You'll get him next time.
You're doing good. Yeah.
Hey, just remember that plan. It was a good plan. Great plan. All right. Yeah, so you have an eye, and the swarm is kind of leaving you alone, and there you can see now to the left of you, or to the right of you, because you're on the left flank of the armies. To the right of you, you can now see in the middle of the battlefield, and you can hear the armies have started to engage. You hear a large clash of metal and uh, slick sounds of like blood and guts being spilled. And from what you can see, the band of the Minotaur seems to be doing well, and they are pushing back their section.
Okay. Good. Yeah, let's take our opportunity and make a break for the gap that we're supposed to enter by.
Sure. We should
and
be able to just
meditate on
dive in as long as we're both holding the token, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll hold hands, and we'll just hold the eyeball between our...
That'll work. Just throw ourselves into the abyss holding hands. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. As friends. Eyeball friends.
Like that old myth. What that old myth? Thelma and Lois, something like that. Yeah.
Fields and lose.
Yes.
Thelma and Louise.
Okay. We have a plan, though. It's still
cool.
a plan.
This is a solid plan. Y'all touch the eye, hold each other's hands.
Yep.
You make your way to the closest break in reality, tear in reality. The such that the sorcerers, the wild sorcerers of this world, will be jealous of you as you kind of throw yourself into a tear in the fabric of reality.
They would be super jealous.
You watch, as you kind of throw yourself into this tear and cross the plane with the eyeball, you kind of see the tear kind of open up. Darkness flows out of it. And you find yourself in an entirely lightless layer of the abyss. You can kind of see from where you're standing, kind of if you look back into the world that you just came from, you can still see the carnage of the battle kind of going on, but now it just seems kind of distant from you. Almost like it'd be much longer to get back than it would be to get here.
Oh boy.
But you can still see the fight. You can still see like from the light that is kind of like penetrating, where the cuts and the fabric are. You can see like these owl harpies. You can see harpies like flying out of the hole, and you can see shadow demons kind of like coming out into your world from your side. So in front of you, in the lightless layer of the abyss, your eyes take a minute to adjust.
I'll start lighting torches. I've still got light hovering around my head. I don't know if that's doing anything.
Yeah, I mean that will help. But it also makes you stick out like you can see the light. The light does provide you a little bit of an extra help, and you do see that in the middle of this layer of the abyss is an immense tree, an ancient dead snag with a massive hollow chamber in the rotting trunk. Around it are smaller rotting trees, and all of them kind of permeate this black darkness. There is no light in this world except for what you've seemed to have brought into it. The tree probably stands about a mile or two away from you.
And did they give us any description of where this artifact rested, or?
They said it was within his lair.
Okay.
Alquan's lair.
Well, Stephen,
Yeah, your Hezro now kind of looks to be a little bit more more in tune with his surroundings.
Right.
I look back at him and ask him, "Is this the lair that you come from yourself?"
No, no, not like this. No, I'm from the 80th. I come from the. I normally serve Korgoth, the demon lord of worms, but the Pale Maw, the Devourer, the lords of worms. Okay, but now I guess I serve you. So it's kind of
He doesn't
precious
sound
thing living
For the
in
next 9 days, at least.
But yeah, I know this guy. I heard him.
Do you know anything about his lair or his abode being an enormous hollowed out tree?
Yeah, it's a forest or something. Only it's. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah,
Super don't like this.
Yeah, this is it's all dark here, man. He's the demon lord of night, the dark hunter, the eyes in the night, the silent black. Yeah, you're nothing but prey here. Yeah.
At
You
least
ever been
we
hunted?
know.
You ever been hunted by like a giant bird,
No,
like a
I'm more
giant
in the
owl? That's kind of what it's like, man. You don't hear it. You just fucking get snatched.
look up above us.
Turn it to a fucking pellet.
I'm more in the habit of being the hunter myself.
Yeah, as you kind of like are standing there, you can hear you can see it's really you don't really see a lot. It is really dark here. It's like the epitome of darkness in here. But you do hear the sounds of wings flying. You do kind of catch some birds, kind of sitting on some branches. You look at one, a normal sized owl that is just staring at you on a branch when you look up.
I shoot the owl. Shoot it right.
Roll an attack.
Cool. I get a 17 to hit.
You get a 17 to hit. Let me just give me a second. PQRS.
QRS.
ST. Yeah, you hit. How much damage do you do?
Not very much.
More than 10?
Whatever 6 plus 8. I do 12 points of damage.
Yeah, the owl falls out of the sky. And as it falls, you kind of see it. It kind of cries out, "Ah, I'm dead."
I knew it was evil.
And as it kind of as it screams its death cry, you can see that it does a mouth. It has a human teeth.
Oh god.
Where its mouth would be.
Oh god.
It looks completely like an owl, but except for that one facet.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, walk over to it.
I
Pick it up off the ground. Hold it out to Steven. Well, this place is shit.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want to touch it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Yeah. As you kind of lift it up, the tongue falls out of its mouth.
I have not. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of watch.
Roll Arcana to find out.
Yeah. Natural 1.
9.
This is an owl with a human mouth. 10? Yeah, you don't know. It's definitely a dark creature.
Some kind of devil. Yeah. I don't have more than that.
Well,
Let's just ignore it. And
how do you want to proceed here? Do you want to try to move forward silently?
can we just like light the tree on fire? It's pretty big. It burned pretty well. It shed a lot of light.
So you want to go in guns blazing? I mean, I'm a little concerned that if we're in the home realm of the Lord of Night and we call down all of his minions upon us.
It's just so dark here. It's
What are
really,
your,
really
what are
dark.
your passive perceptions?
Minus 21.
Passive perception? 14. 14.
Oh, I thought you said 40. I was like,
Well, I thought you said minus 21. I'm like, how did you get a negative passive perception? How bad are you with me?
Dark.
Jesse, Yuji starts to see, as you all are kind of talking in this area, that the light that Stephen is creating is slowly being pushed back. Like the area, the radiance that, like, let's say it's become like a 25-foot radiance. So then you realize that the shadows that are kind of pushing the light back aren't entirely just shadows. You can see that you are that there are about let me think, 6 shadow demons that are kind of pushing the darkness towards you.
Oh god. Oh god. I cast daylight on myself. I cast daylight right on my head.
You don't see this, John. Only Yuji sees it.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm not panicking yet then.
But it will be soon.
It will be soon.
I duck behind a I tap Yuji on the shoulder and then I duck behind a tree.
Wait, what?
Okay. You tapped him on the shoulder and ducked behind a tree.
Yeah. He turns to look for me and I'm gone.
Yuji? Yuji?
I would like to hide.
Yuji, where'd you go?
You do notice now that you're kind of looking around that your light is a little bit less as strong, John.
Oh god. Oh god, Yuji! It's eating my light! I cast daylight on my head. Bright light with 60 feet radius sphere. Dim light at an additional 60 feet. Just
Tiefling who's afraid of the dark. Are you actually afraid of the dark?
no.
No?
No, I'm not.
No wonder your father was disappointed in you.
Kids, I'm not afraid of the dark. I just make it go away.
60-foot sphere of light spreads out from a point, choosing the range.
Yep. Lasts for 1 hour. Yeah.
Yep.
Wasted one of my 2 5th-level spell slots for that. My only 2 spell slots, because I'm a warlock.
As you cast daylight, you all of a sudden illuminate the area, and you can clearly see these 6 shadow demons that no longer have a place to hide amongst the trees. It doesn't. They do have light sensitivity, so you can see them kind of grab their hands up to cover their eyes. Roll initiative /
Yeah, I'm just gonna freak out and attack.
Sorry, roll some initiative.
17 plus Dex. 22.
22.
Oh wait, is initiative proficient? No, it's not.
No, it does not include proficiency.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless you're proficient. Oh no. Do you
No, unless you're. Some things do, but normally it's just a dexterity mod.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If you had something that affected your initiative, it would tell you.
Yeah.
No.
Well, also if you have Jack of all trades, it adds half your proficiency to your initiative.
Really?
Right. Still an ability.
Yeah, because it adds proficiency to all ability checks. I get a 23.
Oh yeah, 23 for myself too. I forgot. Ability check. I get that Stone of Luck.
Nice.
So adds 1 to all ability checks.
Okay. So you guys go first.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first, Steven?
I guess I'll go first. It's just Dex, I guess. Because especially since I see these things, I'm going to immediately freak out and charge the nearest one. So, I mean, freak out even more. And yeah, all right, how close are they to me?
They are 25 feet away from you.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna turn and start screaming at the top of my lungs while I use Radiant Sunbolt, which is a ranged spell attack that uses my Dex because it's a monk thing. So let's see. Does 30 hit it?
30 does hit a shadow demon.
Okay, and I will do 1d6 plus 9 radiant damage. 10 radiant damage.
You see that it blasts a hole into it. You can see it definitely was vulnerable to your radiant damage.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend a key point and do that 2 more times.
Nice.
You can flurry with this thing. Yeah, it's nice. 11. Oh wait, no, it replaces all of my text. So just replace 1. So does 25 hit it? I rolled 2 11s.
Yep. It's armor class 13.
Oh, okay. We'll just do that then. So 2d6 plus 18. 5, 6 plus 18, 24 radiant damage total.
So 34 with your other one. So it's taken. You watch as you kind of like blast, like 3 giant holes kind of like peer into the first shadow demon. And while it's still alive, you can see it kind of like explode in a spectral of like shadow energy that try to like run back to the edge of the shadow. But your daylight kind of like, you watch as it tries to get, but the daylight just fizzles it out.
Is it bad that I'm just imagining these shadow demons coming in around him, and then he just like blasts rainbows out of his fist?
I mean, I'm freaking out, so it's less of a punch and more of just like a rainbows about 30 feet.
Just evaporates their shadow in rainbow dust.
Ruben!
Run! It's Steven!
Damn it.
Then it goes to Jesse's turn. Unless you move or do anything else.
Question: do you want me to roll separate initiative for?
No, he can operate under initiative.
You said separate or
no?
No. Okay, he'll act on my initiative. All right. Am I? So I said I wanted to duck behind a tree. Am I already hidden, or do I need to use a cunning action, bonus action to hide?
I was using your other stealth roll for that.
Okay, cool. I'm down with that. In that case, I pick out one of the shadow demons from the pack, and I'm gonna assassinate it. As an attack roll, I get a 30 to hit him.
That it?
Right, and it auto crits from assassinate. So it does 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 53 points of damage.
It is just barely alive. What do you hit it with?
A single crossbow bolt. Hand crossbow.
Crossbow bolt kind of like goes through it, and you watch as the hole kind of like just expands from where the bolt kind of goes through, and you watch the eyes of the shadow demon kind of like expand as he goes, no! And he explodes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I kind of smirk, and then I put out 2 fingers and motion Hezro buddy to lunge in at the remaining crowd of them.
Okay.
So he's going to make 3 attacks. Claw, bite. I think he'll probably just go after one of them. So his lowest to hit was a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and I rolled 14, 15, 16. So he does 2d10 for claw, or for bite, 2d6 for a claw, and 2d6 for a claw. Do you need the attack separately, or do you want total damage?
Total damage.
So that's 10, 19 plus 12, 39. Or sorry, 19 plus 12, 29, 31. So he does 31 points of damage as he lunges in at one of them with a claw bite.
Yeah, about half of the shadow demon kind of gets smashed away, but there's still enough of it left to fight, and it turns and sinks in.
I'm going to bonus cunning action hide again up in one of the trees.
Okay, roll stealth.
20. Gentleman's 20.
Okay. So there are 4 left. One of them will attack your Hezro, and it's a 12 hit, which will miss.
Miss.
They should all have disadvantage if they're in daylight, right?
They have disadvantage on attack rolls, yep.
Okay, yeah.
The other 3 will go and try to attack Hardin, Steven. One of them actually hits by rolling 18 twice.
Oh, shit.
The other 2 are... That was kind of fun.
Oh,
It's like, none of these are going to hit. John has an AC of 23.
Yeah. Let me check my book of displacement. I think it's just another disadvantage thing. Ooh. Book of displacement. Oh yeah, and just disadvantage. Okay, so it doesn't actually. It's fine.
Yeah, and as the claws kind of like strike through you, like they don't like actually hit you, but they like go through you as Shadow does, and you take 7 psychic damage.
Oh shit! 7 psychic damage.
But I mean, the three of them are just kind of slashing at the air around you, and only one of them even managed to touch.
Mostly because you're afraid of the dark, and the shadow actually
touched me. Oh god! Oh god!
It feels as cold as I thought it would. And then it goes to you, Hardin, Stephen Smith.
Yes. Let's see. Is Hellish Rebuke an actual spell? It is. I don't want to waste my last spell slot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to waste my last spell slot. So,
if you have a Rod of the Pact Keeper, it gives you an extra spell slot. It gives you a third one.
True, and I should have taken that, but I did not.
All right.
I am, however, going to use the Hexblade's Curse that I forgot I had. Curse. Let me scroll back down to the Hexblade here.
Oh yeah, the Rod of the Pact Keeper would have been a great choice.
Yeah, no.
Might not be too late to switch.
Nope, it's too late.
Damn. Celestial Hexblade. There it is. Hexblade's Curse. Okay, It's a bonus action.
Yep.
And I will. The one that just attacked me, is it full health?
Yes.
Okay.
Two of them have been killed. one of them is at half health and is fighting the Hezru. 3 of them are attacking you, one of which hit.
Okay. I will use my Hexblade's Curse on it. I gain my proficiency bonus to damage rolls on it.
Okay.
I crit on 19 or 20, and then if it dies, I gain heat points equal to my Warlock level with Charisma modifier. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I will curse it, and in Ruben's name, and then hit it again with another Radiant Sunbolt here. Attack. Yes, hit it. And I do d6 plus 9 plus 7, d6 plus 16 radiant damage. For 20, I do 20 radiant damage to it.
Takes 30.
Okay. And I will spend a key point and 2 more attacks. 1 on this thing. Hit. And another. Yeah, I get the proficiency in all attacks. Okay, so 16. 21 points of damage to it. Radiant.
Okay. A second.
There should be another like 31.
Yeah. Oh no, it's totally dead. I just
okay.
Vulnerability real fast.
Okay.
Manage vulnerability.
And I'll swing around and use my last radiant attack on the one that's attacking the Hezro.
Okay.
Hit, and I do 17 radiant damage.
So that's an extra 8 into 25.
Okay.
The 1, 7, and so that one's also gone. So you were able to your daylight's definitely helping out in terms of like just not giving them an opportunity to get away into the darkness to go recover. But now there are 2 left.
Okay. All right, that's it for my turn. I will actually I'll move. So
I am completely wrong. Vulnerability doubles all damage, not time and a half. But either way, I've been killing them as much as I should have. Nothing. I've been giving you like extra damage and all of them, so that's you've been destroying these guys. Because you would have done 40 to the first one, or the 40 in the first hit, and then another 40 damage. You only have 66 hit points.
That's right.
So yeah, you're just your radiant damage is just blowing through these guys.
Okay. All right, and I'm not gonna bother to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of them that kind of rush you that are still there are kind of like getting a little. You can see. You're a fiend, so you've seen fear before. You're watching fear kind of like creep along these demons' figures because they're in the abyss. You actually are hearing like as you kill these things, you're killing them.
Oh, wait,
really? That's right.
This counts for realsies?
Yeah, you are killing these guys.
Yeah, they're gone forever.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually starting to enjoy this a little bit.
The Hezro kind of was like pulling his punches a little bit. And he watches the shadow demon kind of die in front of him. He's like, one less guy, I guess.
Sorry about that, dude.
Jesse, it is Yuji's turn.
Already in. Well, nah, he'll just sneak attack one of the remaining ones that's around Steven. And he gets a 22 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, and he sneak attacks for 10, 20, 26 plus 8, 34 points of damage.
Okay. Succeeds his massive damage roll.
And then I will bonus action hide again
Okay.
with a natural 1.
Nope.
And then
What's your total?
On the natural 1?
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, it's still good enough. Get out of here.
And then I'll send the Hezro up to maul the one that I just sneak attacked.
Okay.
So he goes claw bite. He gets let's see, a 9 is gonna miss, right?
9 misses, yeah.
Okay, and then the next one up is a 19.
Yep.
That hits. So he hits with a claw and hits with a bite. For 16 plus 9, 25 total points of damage. He pulls his punch a little bit.
A little bit. And did 20-something?
25.
Yeah, this one also gets like completely torn apart by the two of you, and there's only one left remaining. And he runs.
Provoking attack of opportunity from Harden.
Yes.
Oh, he was right next to me?
Radiant
Nice.
him.
Can I use a spell attack as an attack of opportunity?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Not unless you are Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, or if you have the War Mage.
Yeah, no.
For the War Mage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, War Mage would have been a good idea. Damn. Should have taken that. Okay. Right, 2 punches. Sorry. Or in fact, 2 swings of the Staff of Power here.
One. Only opportunity attack.
Oh, right. Yeah, not a full attack.
1 punch!
Hit 1d6 plus 7.
Let's go. Yeah, sorry.
Kill shot.
What?
It's really catchy.
What happened?
Rolled max. So 6 plus 7, 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I rolled to hit it with my Staff of Power.
Okay.
I've got a plus 14 to attack, so unless I roll a 1, I can't miss.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely.
13 bludgeoning.
Yeah. And
yeah, that's it.
okay. Yeah, you watch it kind of like cave in a little bit of the demon as it kind of spends its entire turn moving 60 feet away from you. So it is at the edge of your daylight.
All right. I will move up 50 feet and hit it with.
Feel like crying. You can hear. Do either of you speak Abyssal?
No, I speak Primordial.
I do speak Abyssal, actually. Yeah. I'm a tiefling. Ha!
Well, you speak Infernal as a tiefling.
Oh, that's right. Infernal. Okay, never mind. No, I do not speak Abyssal.
Okay. I just make sure of that.
I forgot to write down my languages. I should probably do that.
Common and Infernal plus anything else you would have gotten from your background. What's your background, John?
Oh, shit. I forgot to choose another background.
Really?
That would have helped. I'm backgroundless, except for military vet. Sorry.
What's your background, Jesse?
Charlatan.
Oh, which is why you took. Oh, never mind. You did not take the one you did. I thought you were going to take the level 6 assassin one when I first read it, which essentially doubles up that charlatan ability.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast while John figured out what his background is.
All right, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're an absolute husband now. No, you're an absolute husband. No.
Soldier.
I did nothing today, and I'm exhausted. How does that happen?
Travel
Yeah,
takes
that's
it out of you. Time change too.
yeah, that's true.
Your body's feeling like it should be 3 hours earlier than it is, or 3 hours later than it is.
2 hours, so it should be 5:30 right now.
Oh well, yeah, I guess.
Because I've spent the last 2 months in Illinois.
That's fair.
If I haven't converted to Central Time by now, I'm never going to be a real Illinoisan.
Wait.
Oh man, I just realized I have an outlet ceiling.
You have what?
An outlet in my ceiling.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's like what? Why is that?
What'd you pick for your background, Herman?
I'm gonna go with courtier.
Oh, nice.
I feel like it came from money and power
Yeah, definitely.
in a roundabout sort of
Noble?
way. Huh?
Came from a plutocracy.
Yep. Courtier. So I get insight and persuasion, which I think I already have.
Which means you
Yeah,
can
I
pick,
already have both of those. So can I pick 2 more?
yeah, you pick two any other skill.
Oh well. Shit.
Yeah, and if you have both of them already, it's like anytime you get another skill that matches something you already have, you can pick any other skill.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that in the errata? Nice. I thought it just kind of disappeared.
That's in the normal.
In which case, I'll take intimidation and yeah, I will take perception. Why not? Perception's good to have. Or no, deception is probably better for courtier. Not very deceptive though. Perception. Okay.
Persuasion?
I've already got that. So, okay. 2 languages of my choice. So let's see. I already know common and
Proficiency is on 128 or 125. If a character would gain the same proficiency from 2 different sources, he or she can choose a different proficiency of the same kind, skill, or tool instead.
oh shit,
That's awesome.
nice.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's good to know.
I always try to double up on the same type of skill, so then I can take whatever I want.
That's a good, good technique. Well, I certainly speak Celestial, so
Sure.
So common, infernal, celestial, and
Abyssal.
I could just take abyssal.
It'll round out your language skills.
I might as well. There we go.
Those are the. So you used to be at court.
I mean, I could take primordial, but that kind of feels like slumming it.
What do you mean?
Or those celestial, there's one thing I'm gonna grab. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. I have a lot of good friends who are elementals.
I'm sure. I have I have an elemental friend. They're all right.
I don't know. They're all a little bit hot-headed for me. The fire elementals.
They're good in their own way.
They burn shit every time they touch shit.
They aren't all like that.
Yeah, they are. All of them.
There are good ones.
Both sides.
On all 4 sides, yeah.
Whole 4 sides. Okay. So.
Oh.
So you have a background.
Yes.
You can then in fact hear them as they kind of shout. Intruders!
Oh shit. It's giving us away. Damn.
And then it
Well-
goes to your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna move up and punch it with light.
How fast do you move fast? He was,
50 feet around, so I can get within 10 feet of it. And
and then
the
your
radiant
son.
sunburst is 30 foot range. Yeah.
Yep.
So I will attack and hit it and do 6 again plus 9, 15, so doubled 30 points of radiant damage total.
Okay, 30 points. It is still.
That's my only attack. Damn.
Wait, is it still? Yes, because you did only 16 bludgeoning earlier.
Yeah.
So your daylight moves with you because you cast it on your head.
Yep.
So Jesse, the monster is about 60, maybe 70 foot away from you right now.
Okay. I'll just shoot it. I forgot I took sharpshooter, so I don't have long range.
Sure.
Nice.
And I'll use sharpshooter because I've been forgetting. So if I'm hitting it, I have advantage.
Yes.
Alright. I get a 10 plus 9, 19 to hit him.
Yes.
Alright, so that does sneak attack damage plus 17, or plus 18. So
Yeah.
18, 28, 30, 40, 41.
Stop killing it. It's already dead.
Single crossbow bolt through its dark heart.
Through its dark heart. Yeah. You watch as it like the arrow does like go through. The bolt like pulls its heart out of its chest, and the heart kind of evaporates into shadow, and the rest of it kind of dissipates, and you hear a final cry of death from it.
I hop down from my tree, walk up to Steven, give him a fist bump. That's pretty impressive. Ruben's a lot more powerful than I thought. I'd never heard of him in my homeland.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Holy shit. No kidding.
I mean, life's not all sunshine and rainbows, but all the best things are.
Jesse spot a owl at the corner of John's daylight that starts to fly off towards the big tree.
Towards the big tree? I shoot it.
Roll a hit.
I will.
It is actively trying to maybe not get hit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot it. Let's see. Do I have an actual turn? Can I hide and then shoot it?
You see it out of the corner of your eye. Like, yeah, you're congratulating him, and you're like, oh, hey, good job.
Yeah, I just snap around and shoot it with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Should I sharpshooter it to make sure it goes down?
You will have disadvantage if it's dodging.
I'll have disadvantage. Sorry, repeat that?
Because it's actively dodging.
Okay, so I have disadvantage against it.
Unless you can get advantage, which you could like move, hide.
I could do bonus action, cunning action, hide, and then shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay, cunning action, hide, and then crossbow bolt comes out of my hidden space. I get an 8 plus 14 is 22 to hit.
Yep. You walk.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 for my damage. Oh, but I'm sneak attack. I'm sneak attacking.
It's dead. It has 10 HP.
Okay.
Wait, it's not the same one, is it?
No, it's a different owl slash with a human mouth, but it's the same type of creature.
Oh god.
Okay. We're gonna have to look out for these things. They're all over the place here.
You can start to see now too. There are shadow demons that kind of like are coming up to the edge of your daylight and kind of like touching it and like, so they're kind of like getting away. You are definitely attracting more attention.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn to the Hezro. I hold my fist up to him to give him a fist bump. I'm like, you know what? You did pretty good there, buddy.
Am I obligated to do this?
No, I was just trying to encourage you because you're really fulfilling your end of the deal well.
Are you requiring me to fist bump you, Master?
No, I'm not. What's your name? What should I be calling you?
Call me Steven.
Steven? You can't have the same name as my friend.
I can do whatever I want. You ask me what you call me.
All right, ST.
Nothing wrong with more Stevens in the world.
That's right. We're a cool bunch, right? Right, other Steven?
We are. I'll introduce you to Ruben later. It'll be great.
Yes. No.
Sorry, that bit's non-negotiable. You're a Steven now.
I live to serve.
What do you think we should do, real Steven?
I think we should go. You should release me.
I think we should go. I think we should go towards the tree.
Are you concerned at all about the amount of attention we're attracting with the radiant daylight cast out into the realm of night and shadow?
I mean, it's also keeping them away, so...
Master Blaster.
It's not like... I mean, they're good at hunting in shadow anyway, so they'd be able to find us whether or not we had the daylight. It's keeping them away, so we can move.
I'm slightly concerned about calling down this entire plane upon us, or demi-plane.
I mean, if we move fast enough, we should be fine. We're just going in... The stone we're looking for is probably in that tree, right? I mean, it seems ominous enough.
Seems likely.
Yeah.
How long, Jaeger, how long does it seem like, if we, kind of book it, how long will it take us to get to the tree?
It's like 2 miles away. It's like a real 2 miles.
Okay.
Okay.
So we could do it while your daylight's still effective and just storm us.
We could.
All right. I'm down with that. That seems like the rudest thing we could do to the Lord of Night, so I can live with that.
All right. Sounds good to me. That's really what I was hoping for, so...
So you're all booking it across the plains of the night.
Yes.
The forest
of daylight at 60 feet.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna kill you. If I were to kill you like this, how would I kill you? Okay. So we are looking at Alquan. All spells agree.
I mean, it's not normally my style to just sprint in pure daylight. But
you gotta admit, it's got a certain refreshing feel to it.
It really fits in this situation.
Do y'all take any rests at all? Or are you just going to go straight through?
Oh, that's a good point.
Do you need to rest?
Well, you probably want to rest to recover your spell slots, right?
Require a long rest to recover spell slots?
Short rest recovers all your spell slots.
Oh, shit. Well. Yeah, I've only expended the one. But, yeah, I guess. But that would require shutting off the daylight.
Correct.
Which I'm not super jazzed about, to be quite candid with you.
It would suggest a different approach.
Yeah. We have to dodge one side and find somewhere to hide for an hour.
We can do that. I can create a luminance.
Think so?
Uh-huh.
Can it be opaque?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Let's do that.
Or it can be rainbow colored.
I mean, that's fine too. Either way.
attract a lot of attention.
Opaque from the outside, and then I'll just light up the inside. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll take 10 minutes to sit down and perform the ritual to create a luminous tiny hut.
Okay.
And I will make it opaque and black and dark and blend in with its surroundings on the outside. And then inside, it'll just be shimmering rainbows that dance across the inner sphere.
Nice.
Okay, so you hide out in the hut for an hour. You take a short rest. There's much rejoicing. The Hezro hates it.
Because he has to crouch.
Right. That's why he hates it, because he has to crouch. For no other reason than that.
Not because of all the flashing lights and the badly played music. Yeah.
Honestly, this is perfect. This is chaos. No, this is what chaos looks like. You guys got it. Just maybe a higher ceiling would be cool. Just make more room for the chaos. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
I guess
for an hour, buddy.
Out of here.
Why? Okay. So y'all hang out for an hour. You get your short rest, and then you leave the hut.
We turn it clear and see if anybody's hanging out, ready to ambush us on the outside.
Oh,
yeah, that's.
Yeah, this looks like it's there's shadow demons that are kind of like milling around, but now that they don't have the light source to kind of guide them, they're not sure where you are.
Okay. How do you want to exit this thing and make our way forward? I think we should kind of try to be sneaky and make our approach. And then we can light up daylight right in the middle of his house. It'll be like when somebody pulls the curtains open when you're in the middle of your sleep. Like,
I know.
Want it to be sudden and from within.
Okay, that's fine. Getting there is going to be a little. I mean, we're not too far away, I guess. But still, can I just cast light on myself? Not daylight, just regular light.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, can I light a torch?
I don't think. I mean, not if we really want to get
just
the
like
curtains open while he's asleep.
All right, I'm gonna try and do this for you, but
I respect.
Okay, we'll try this.
For compromising with me. All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. I think I can manage.
I cast dark vision on myself so that I can see out there, because otherwise I can't.
Sure, as you cast dark vision and you all start making your way out of the hut, you start from the tree.
Oh, right, that helps. What sections have dark?
Huh?
What was that?
From the tree, you can start to hear haunting, maddening music. Well, it's pretty far away still, but.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I wish I had silence now. Should we plug our ears or something?
That might be a good idea.
I look back at ST and I'm like, do you know anything about this? Is this gonna be music that drives us mad or something?
Yeah. All demons do that. What? They're all the same to you. Is that? Do I play?
I know, right? He's so insensitive sometimes. You gotta practice, bud.
Oh, you and your Tanari, but fuck you. But I mean, still.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. We have this rich cultural tapestry.
Yeah, rich cultural blood war.
I don't understand how I got on the losing side of this, but
It's pretty based mostly.
It's because you're racist. That's why. It is. If you're wondering who the racist in the room is, it's you.
unbelievable. Like I let's go. I stopped on
So you all start walking towards the tree.
Yep.
Do you run? Do you just
So
walk?
run sounds good.
No, walk.
Monks.
Let's
Get,
go sneaky.
sneaky. Okay, we can do that. So there's a 7th level monk ability, Stillness of Mind, where you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened, and I am just using that non-stop to keep myself from having to light a light as we go.
I'm not afraid. Totally not afraid. I'm not afraid right now.
Look how not afraid I am. This is amazing. It's fine. It's perfect.
Okay. So you all start walking towards the tree. Roll stealth.
15, 13, 28.
Nice. 30.
Nice.
We're good at
And I have to be real quick. Right back.
Okay. Hey, how much HP do you have, Jesse?
153.
Oh, okay.
I have a bunch of con.
Okay. That's the percent. John, go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
What happened?
he just ran for a second. So ST, like I'm not really racist or anything.
Okay. No, I believe you.
I mean, like I got a demon. You're my demon friend, right?
Yeah, no. You played me and summoned me to an inverted magical circle. So no, we're not friends.
Oh.
I'm bound to you via magic, and if I could kill you, I probably would.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way, I guess.
Makes sense. But totally does.
Like that's more like family than friends, but
Yeah, we're family. You're right.
See?
We're just a big happy family.
And yeah, so family usually lets each other go free.
Nope. Can't trick me with your demon tricks, buddy.
Oh,
counterpoint. We have had my great grandmother sealed inside a magic circle for the last 3,000 years.
Okay, you're not helping.
Just pointing out some facts there.
All right, let's head to the world of darkness.
You start heading out, stealthing with 28 and 30. Roll. See, as you're kind of going towards the tree, you get within about a mile of it. When you start to hear some song. It's kind of like a call and responses going through the trees. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not super good at those.
Only weakness. Not really. Intelligence is much worse. Oh, nice. 23.
Is this a spell save? Because the Staff of the Magi gives you advantage on spell saves.
It is not a spell. It is magical. How does it? How does it read?
It just says literally advantage on spell saves.
Yeah, we'll go with the advantage.
Okay. Whew. Okay. The second one I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, what was the first one?
A 7. And
Yeah,
my
you start to
modifier
get
is a 0.
you start to get like entranced in the song, and only from a tug, like a mental tug from your staff, do you like pull it back together. You can hear the song now sounds scratchy and it's definitely a lure of some sort.
Where's that coming from?
You can see, it's coming from the tops of the trees where you can see large nests, and you can see a woman sitting and crowing out a song.
Oh God.
Shoot an owl harpy.
Yeah, we should probably just pass that on by.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We keep our eyes on her. But pass on by.
And just pass on by. You guys make it to the tree. And clear the next hour, kind of avoiding songs of death and destruction, and you find yourself at the base of the giant tree in this middle of this abyss. There's a couple close calls as you kind of like see some shadow demons, but they don't see you. A couple times where you feel like something is watching from the shadows, but it just keeps looking. Doesn't stop and linger.
We're quieter than the darkness.
You get to the tree, and there is an ancient.
We're really looking forward to casting daylight at this point.
Yep. On it,
This is wearing.
there is a lightless. There's a giant ancient tree now that you're in front of. It's got to be at least a 30 or 40 foot radius of this tree. It's a huge tree. The dead snag with a massive hollow chamber that's probably about 20 foot up from where you're standing. But once do you climb up the tree?
Yeah. We kind of stealthily head up to it and we can climb right up there.
Sure, you sneak into the hollow of the tree. You can kind of see inside, and you can see that there are some levels. There's probably got about this was a giant circle, right? With a 30-foot radius. It's got like a ground level, kind of where you're at right now, and there's some higher levels that there's a middle level, another 10 foot up, and another higher level that's another 10 foot higher than that. So, so there's 3 levels, all very organic, and on the topmost level you can see a big nest. So it's about 60 foot above you. Everywhere in here is dark, darker than dark, blacker than black. Times infinity.
Oh God. So can I cast daylight now?
Wait.
Perfect.
And your passive perception, the highest passive perception was 23.
Yeah, that's Jesse.
Yes, Jesse, you can't see anything in here.
I have a 21.
21?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can see even less in
When you say can't see anything in here, you mean like I don't see any enemies or anything
see,
like that?
see like the levels. Kind of make out battlefield or the general layer. You can see it's not stairs. So what do you see? You see at the topmost level, you see a nest. In the middlemost level, you see a bunch of bones, um, pellets. Really, probably not bones, but you see like big poop rocks. And then
Oh, I don't want to become a poop.
on the bottommost level, you see a bunch of like discarded gear and letters home that never made it.
Oh no!
Are there any kind of? Are there like kind of little landings or like?
Yeah, there's like the landing that you're on. There's a middle landing, and then there's a top landing. The top landing has the nest. The middle landing has the pellets. The bottom landing is where you're at with all like the people's gear.
Like catwalks around the outside or something?
Well, it's like a hollow tree. You're inside a hollow tree, and instead of you're inside a tree, and there's some places that are kind of like more woody than not.
Okay.
Everything's kind of dry, smells of musty cedar, a rotting cedar,
Poop rocks.
And poop rocks.
and poop rocks.
It's the worst
Yeah,
candy from when you were a kid.
there's a poop rock that's on the first level that you can kind of like kick around. You can see like there's a humanoid skeleton that's been crumpled up into the poop rock.
We can float up there. I can levitate and carry you up with me. Just
Does that cost you a spell slot or no?
Either of you have
no,
knowledge
that's knowledge. What?
nature?
Nature. No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Of course.
Nope. No, it's not a spell slot. It's warlock warlock invocation. Ascendant depth. I can cast levitate on myself at will.
Nice.
And levitate up to a maximum of 500 pounds, so I'm pretty sure I can pull you up with me.
That makes me uncomfortable. I'll just climb.
You sure? More
I have
vision.
slippers of spider climbing. Watch
Oh,
you
okay.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Well,
Go walk over to the wall.
I'm just gonna be floating right below you on the wall with my arms out like this, just in case you fall. Just. Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna climb up to the middle level, the top level.
Up to the middle level. Let's climb up to the middle level and see if there's anything going on up there.
In among the poop rocks. Oh no, the bottom is the poop rocks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think we might have lost Jay Yeager.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Y'all move up to the middle level and you start kind of pushing around the poop rocks a little bit. You don't see anything. I mean, I guess you see some stuff. You see like some, I don't know, roll. You find a potion in one of the poop rocks that still has a cork on it. Looks like there's like a skeletal hand kind of grabbing it. The person was trying to drink it when it got eaten. And it is a blue potion with some white, like, shimmering inside of it.
detect magic. What kind of? Is it magical?
Oh, definitely magical. Yeah, your detect magic. How far does that get?
Detect magic. Let me look it up. Hold on. Detect magic. 30 feet. You can see a faint aura around any creature object that bears magic, and you can learn its school of magic, if any.
Yeah, so this would be transmutation. You also see like a lot of the things on the ground level kind of glow up a little bit. A lot of weapons down there and magical armor that's been discarded. And then you kind of look above you, and you can see a shimmering outline of a giant horned bird that is staring at
Eugene,
you.
we got a problem up there.
And then he uses a legendary action to cast darkness.
Oh shit.
To cast darkness?
Yeah. And now you are shrouded in magical darkness.
Can I take a reaction?
He was waiting to surprise you, but
Okay. That's fine.
I think that only the detect magic would have saw him. Was like, oh shit, and he's like, oh, hello.
Right. Yeah. Darkness descends upon us.
Darkness. Roll initiative.
Oh god. 15.
Ooh. 30.
16, sorry.
22. And what'd you get, Jesse?
30.
30. So, yeah, you are in
30?
darkness, but you get an
I rolled
opportunity.
a 19 and I have plus 11.
Good god, how do you have plus 11 initiative?
I took the
Awareness? Alert?
No, I took the wizard war mage ability that adds your intelligence modifier to initiative.
Oh god.
Intelligence modifier plus dex modifier.
So wait. What's your intelligence and dex then?
Dex is plus 6, intelligence is plus 5. So for my very rare item, it's manual.
Holy shit. Alright then.
Gotta go first to assassinate people.
It's truth.
That's fair. Jesus.
You definitely heard the voice casting, so you know that he's above you, but unless you can see through magical darkness, you're not quite sure.
No, I cannot see through magical darkness. And I'm clearly not hidden from him, so I can't sneak attack him. So
If I kill you, I'm sorry, guys. This will be a fight.
I think so. We're like 30 feet up in the air right now, right?
Yeah, yes, technically, you're 20 foot up to the first landing, 10 foot up to the second landing, 10 foot up to the third landing.
Oh, okay. So he's not that far above us. Sorry, I'm just gonna look. I should know how.
He's only like 10 feet above us at this point.
20. He's probably about 20 foot above you at this point. Because he's like on the wall, on the ceiling.
Oh, I see. Oh shit.
Okay. Based on what I remember of what's above me, would there be a place I could attempt to hide myself from him?
You could hide among the pellets.
But I need to get out of the magical darkness first.
You could try to climb up to the top landing and hide amongst the nest. You could climb down. Right up.
That's what I'm going to do. I have spider climbing, so I can climb at my speed. So I climb upwards out of the darkness, or the magical darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look for a place to hide.
Okay.
And use my bonus cunning action to hide.
Okay.
Ooh. I get a nat 20.
Well, in that case, I will say that you are hidden from him this round. But I think that's the only thing that got it.
Okay.
Because he has true sight 120 feet.
That doesn't prevent you from being hidden in mundane ways, does it? It just sees through invisibility and stuff, right?
I figured it was like blind sense. Let me see what true sight.
Yeah, true sight should say.
Maybe he just sees through his own darkness.
You'll see through any magical stuff, but
Well, it means I can't cast like greater invisibility on myself or any of those things.
yeah.
But he doesn't have like tremor sense.
True sight. Creature with true sight out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceives the original form of shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, they can see into the ethereal plane. Does not say anything about mundane hiding, though.
Okay, cool. It was like tremor sense or blind sense would keep me from hiding from him. But...
Right. I think that I've read it in my head as blind sense, but no, just true sight.
That's cool. All right, yeah. So I hide from him, and then I'm gonna make a assassinate sneak attack against him with my hand crossbow from up there.
He against you.
Oh, he acted before me, so I can't assassinate him, can I?
Correct. Well, and you can't see him because he's completely in magical darkness right now.
Oh, he's also within it.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
entire
understand
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I thought it was down on us. So I covered him. In that case, can I do something different? I didn't understand that. Well, I guess I wouldn't have known where I was. Okay, so...
You did get a natural 20 on your stealth check. Maybe you just hang out and hide out a little bit.
Yeah, okay. In that case, yeah, I'll ready an action to sneak attack him with my action.
The Hezru has dark vision 120, but does not have true sight.
Yeah, he doesn't have devil sight, so he can't see it either. So he's going to hang out down on the ground.
Okay. On the first landing or the second landing?
If he can get up to the second landing, he'll do that.
Yeah, for sure. He climbs up.
Okay, yeah, he climbs arm over arm, claws into wood. That's my turn.
Okay. Goes to this dude. He's going to take another legendary action after Yuji's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to move, flying half of his speed. So he's going to fly 50 feet to the second landing, right next to you, Hardin.
Oh.
And then he's going to cast Silence.
Silence? Oh,
yeah.
dear.
He cast.
That's mean.
He's the void itself.
And now you're looking at a creature that looks like a horned owl with large spiky tail and how do I see if I can screen share? There, I'll just put it in the thing. There you go. You guys can see him.
No, I can't see it.
Just seeing your image.
No, it's uploading to the conversation.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh,
nice.
Shit. That's
and this
cool.
guy is huge. He's taking up like the other half of the landing. He's just staring at you.
Jesus.
Okay. When he goes out of his darkness, that triggers my ready action to sneak attack him, right?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna do that then. I have advantage. I'll sharpshoot him, so I'll take a -5 to my to hit. I get a 19 plus 9 is 28 to hit him.
That hits.
For 18 plus 10 is 28. plus 12 is 30, 40 points of damage total.
Okay. Yeah, you can see him like turn his face and look at you. Ah! And you hear inside your mind, telepathy kind of resonates. I will suck the light out of you.
We're here to bind you, buddy.
Then I suggest you try harder. It is Hardin's turn.
Right. Or can I move without provoking attack of opportunity?
You can disengage if that's what you want to do your action on.
No, that's a full round action. But it silenced me, right? I gotta move at least 20 feet to
It is silenced right on the both of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm going to trust in my armor class and my cloak of displacement. I will step back off the ledge and get rid of my concentration on levitate so that I sink to the ground at the bottom of the pit, which should put me out of the range of silence. And will probably also provoke attack of opportunity from him. Huh?
How big is silence?
Silence is a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, so I think it has the whole room, or at least the middle of the room.
Thinking if I move down, I can get out of the way of it.
Let's just get silence. 20-foot radius. You'd have to get all the way to the entrance of the room.
Shoot. Okay.
Right.
In that case,
the room's like a 30-foot radius circle. So
right.
it's all but like the exterior 10-foot radius.
Okay. Okay, then I will just hit him then. Luckily that Radiant Sunbolt does not require verbal components. So almost smack him about a bit with some radiance.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to rear back my fists and let some rainbows go.
Okay.
Let's see. One attack against him. Plus 14. Oh, I'm also going to use my Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
Nice.
So bonus action, Hexblade Curse.
Yes.
Action attack. Okay.
Yes. 8 plus 14 is 22. Does that hit him? Okay. That'll do 1d6 plus 16 radiant damage.
Okay.
5, 21 radiant damage for the first hit.
He does not take anything extra. He just takes 25.
Okay. 21.
21, sorry.
2 more attacks with that. 18 plus 14 hits. And 10 plus 14, 24 hits. So that's 4 plus 16, 20. And 2 plus 16, 18. So another 38 damage total.
Okay.
And that, I think, is going to be everything. Yeah, I used the bonus. So, yeah. All right. That's it.
Okay. It is his turn. Or sorry, Jesse's turn, but he's going to use a legendary action to attack you, John.
Okay.
And he will.
On a true sight, he's going to see right through that cloak of displacement. Damn.
Looks like he'll still miss, though, with a 17 to hit.
Yep, that misses.
Yeah, okay. That was the legendary action. Jesse.
Okay, so Harden and the Lord of Night are down. Where are they at? Down at the ground floor?
Middle level.
Middle level? And I'm like 10 foot above them?
Correct. You would still be in silence right now.
But if I run like 30 foot along the wall, I could potentially get around to a place where I'm outside of the silence?
Yes. Are you going to try to run horizontally so you'd be like 20 foot above the ground? Or are you going to try to like grab the... I guess you have spider climb, right?
Yeah, I have slippers of spider.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you could easily run outside the radius if you step to the outside edge of the wall.
Are you still in the silence, Harden?
Yes. I'm not going to move away from him because he'd get an attack of opportunity if I did.
Okay,
So.
In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the silence.
Oh, you know what? Actually, before you do that, Jesse, there is layer actions.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I thought he did. He attacked me and... Oh, no, that was a legendary action.
Yeah, that was a legendary action. And then on the 20 spot... Oh, actually, you're higher than 20. But go ahead, Jesse. Probably should have taken... Oh, you know what? We'll just take the layer action now. It's just after the initiative order.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's easy.
And black tendrils writhe out of the shadows and reach out to you. Roll a DC 15 strength saving throw or be restrained.
Is that something I can counterspell? Is it a spell or are they...
It's the layer. It's literally physical shadows are reaching out and they're trying to grab you.
All right. DC what strength saving throw?
15.
15? All right. That's going to be hard. Ooh, 17.
You got it? Nice.
That's both of you. Hard.
Oh. Sorry,
Yeah,
what was the roll?
It's a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh, strength saving throw. Oh, actually, I have proficiency on that. Hey,
yeah.
I don't know why, but monk
round 3, you're a monk.
Yeah, I'm my first natural 20 of the day. All right, there we go.
Nice.
I only needed a 5, but
yeah, the shadow tendril kind of comes around you, but then as soon as it touches your radiant skin, it kind of like.
All right, and then I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the silence.
Okay.
From the Staff of Magic.
And it should be fine because it's a second level spell. It fizzles, yep. Or it doesn't fizzle. The spell is dispelled.
Yeah, so it suppresses it fizzles the silence.
Oh, good.
And then I will... So he's like flying, hovering in the middle of the room, is that right?
He landed on the landing, but yeah, he flies. He's able to jump around and.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna yell at ST to get up against the wall. Oh wait, no, I already cast a spell magic. Yeah, okay, I'll bonus action hide. That's my turn. I get a 27 on my hide check. So I look for some nook along the wall that I can hide myself up in.
Go ahead and crowd again. So. No, I think it'll just take multi-attack on you, John.
Awesome. Sounds great. I approve this.
So,
you're the tough one, right?
13 will miss, 19 will miss, 13 will miss. How do I roll 2s twice?
The Lord of Night isn't that tough after all.
Lord of Night.
And then it'll take a legendary action and shroud the whole place in darkness again.
Flailing around missing things.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna cast daylight next round. And it'll...
Oh, too late. I already did.
It is not a spell. The legendary action is not the spell darkness.
Oh, so I can't do it?
Correct.
Okay.
It's called Shroud, Alquam, Radiance, Magical Darkness, and a 30-foot radius.
Okay. Got
Let me
it.
look what counterspell does and see if it counters, because it doesn't have a spell level. I mean, essentially it's darkness, but it's
Right.
Yeah.
from
His spell-like ability.
right.
What effective is it?
Yeah, I think it's a spell-like ability.
Okay. Alrighty.
But that saves you a spell, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Goes to Harden.
So if it's a spell like ability, what will happen if I cast daylight?
It will.
Daylight gets rid of darkness cast at third level or lower, but that's for spells.
It clears dark.
I think it would have. I think it would have the same effect.
Would it? Okay. I am gonna go ahead and cast daylight then.
And it just cancels it out.
Daylight. If any of this spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell of third level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
Yeah, see that
That's
wording.
why,
That wording makes
yeah,
it.
it makes it problematic.
Because it's not darkness created by a spell of third level lower. It's a shroud that was created by a demon challenge rating 21 or lower.
At the
Yeah,
same time,
so
if there's any spell that's going to pierce that shroud, it is
Yeah.
daylight.
I think I agree with you. So daylight kind of, you watch as it takes out the darkness that was created.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
And then... yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Don't have anything else that I can use as a bonus action. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you're gonna hate me. The layer, Alquam looks at you and just kind of blows out your daylight. He goes and snuffs out all light sources within the layer. Spells that create light are dispelled. Mundane light sources are extinguished. Magical light sources are suppressed. Even light created by artifacts is reduced to dim light with half of the.
Oh, shit.
So
it's a fight for the light.
I mean, it makes sense that he would have that.
That's really funny. It's kind of a cool cinematic.
Pretty fucking great. Just, wow, God.
your light shall be mine, oh, Stephen. The Hezro looks up. What?
Oh, God.
And then it goes to Jesse.
All right, so the ST is over next to Steven, right?
He was climbing up. Yes, he is there.
All right, in that case, I'm going to cast Dawn down the center of the room so that so it creates a 30-foot radius cylinder. I'm going to position that cylinder so it covers basically the entire room except the, like 5 foot up the wall that Harden and ST are on.
What is this?
Dawn. It's a spell from Xanathar's.
Okay.
It's a 5th level spell. It is concentration 1 minute. The light of dawn shines down on the location. 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. And this light is sunlight. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a con saving throw, taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much. And then it also makes the saving throw anytime it ends its turn in the cylinder. And I can move it 60 feet as a bonus action.
It got a 33 on its con save.
Okay, so it succeeds and takes half damage. So it does 11 plus 9 is 20, 28 points of radiant damage divided by 2.
Divided by, because it's halved. 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll maintain concentration on that. And then, let's see here. I think that's probably my turn. That's all.
As you light up the room, you can see now, and I think you probably could have seen it with the daylight spell too, John, that Alquam is wearing the emerald amulet.
Guam is what?
He's wearing the amulet that you all have been sent.
Oh, wearing. Sorry, right. Okay. We gotta get that thing off of him.
Yeah.
He will spend a legendary action to attack.
I'm going to hide again just before the end of my turn. So I get a 33 on my hide. And then also, I like the Hezro ST to attack.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Since he should be in range if he's over there with Harden.
Yep, he is.
So he's going to go claw bite against this thing. Ooh. Natural 1 claw, 17 claw, nat 20 claw. Or
That's
nat
good.
20 bite. So he gets
Anything?
a 24 to hits.
Yep.
All right, so 1 claw hits and the bite crits. So the claw does 12 points of damage, and the crit bite does 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 4, 20 points of damage.
Say it again.
Claw does 12, bite does 20.
Okay. 114. On its turn, it took a legendary action to try to attack, and it missed. John.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking that Hezro, that might make more sense because it's just not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then after flailing at you and just kind of like missing every time, the Alquam demon lord of night kind of regurgitates, kind of like how owls do. Regurgitates a giant black pearl that it then smashes in its hand and throws the dust up.
Ooh.
Casting Circle of Death.
Oh, God.
Every negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere, and each creature must make a con saving throw.
Yeah, I want to counterspell that.
That is a level 6 spell.
A level 6 spell? So do I make an Arcana check? Is that how it works?
You can do it one of two ways. Yeah, you can do the check, or you can cast Counterspell at a higher level.
I'm going to do the check. So I don't think I want to cast it at 6th level. I'm going to get one of those.
Saving that for the serious people.
So you have to do a DC 16 intelligence check. An ability check using your spellcasting ability. So I don't think proficiency on it. It's just a straight ability check.
Yeah, that's correct. You said DC 16? Okay, so that's pretty difficult.
10 plus.
I have a 45% chance. Ooh, and I get a 3 plus 5.
So you get an 8?
Yep.
All right, so you dispel Circle of Death.
I got an
Shit.
8, so I failed.
So, like, you try to counterspell, and you watch as the necrotic energy kind of ripples over you, and everyone make con save.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Your Hezro has +8, Jesse. Super right.
8. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So I'm going to do a con save for the Hezro. He gets an 18. And I also get an 18. I really hope that's good enough.
I got an extra 1.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, John, you fail. And Jesse, your Hezro, you just make it.
Whew, thank goodness.
It literally
God.
says save DC 18. You got 17s, right? No.
We have 18s.
Well, my con save is only a +4.
All right, so 11. $21, $24. So everyone takes 24 damage if you saved, 12 if you did not.
All right.
So wait, no, you take 24 if you didn't save.
Right,
12
sorry.
if you did save.
24 is full damage.
Okay, that's less bad than I was expecting. Okay. God.
Yeah, I think it hit a max damage of 48.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
Good, I made you fear it. And then it goes to... It will move. It'll go ahead and jump away from...
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, let me see what it'll do. No, I think it likes staying next to you. It's not doing anything, but... Yeah, it'll stay where it's at.
Okay. And
Okay.
it ends its turn in the dawn, right?
Oh, in the dawn. Oh,
It's going to have to move.
I mean, I don't think there's anywhere it can be that's out of the dawn because it's larger than a medium creature.
Oh, how big is this thing?
it is huge.
Huge. Okay.
Speaking of which, I make a con save to maintain my concentration on dawn.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
Ooh, and I get a 14, so I pass.
Okay.
That's good. I think that it will stay in the dawn, and it can't use that layer action again right away. So your dawn will stay at least 2 rounds.
All right, excellent. So it makes a con save when it ends its turn in the dawn.
It probably passes with a 29.
Yeah, I have a 19, so does 20 plus 12 is 22 points of damage, so 11 half.
Okay. Okay. It goes to Harden.
Okay. I am going to grip my staff of power with both hands, swing it around real quick. I'm going to yell, the demon's right next to me, right? The Hezro? Or he's
Correct.
near me? Okay. I'll yell, hey, other Steven, that necklace, get ready! And a baseball swing at the demon lord. Going to make an attack.
Are you trying to disarm it?
Huh?
Are you trying to disarm it of the amulet, or are you trying to hit it?
No, just trying to hit it.
Okay.
So I've got, I took, does 20 hit it?
20 hits it exactly.
Okay. Phew. Good. I've got an Warlock Invocation from Unearthed Arcana called Cursebringer. Requires Pact of the Blade, but when you hit, you expend a spell slot, which my last one, it does 1d8 plus 1d8 per level of the slot in force damage.
So it's
And
like Warlock Smite.
Yeah. But also, if the target is huge or smaller, you can knock it prone.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just gonna knock him prone.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Will they say
I don't know.
knocking prone for a flying
That's
creature brings it to the ground?
Yeah. It's not flying though, it's just standing there. So yeah, if the target takes any of this damage, you can knock the target prone if it is huge or smaller. So I've been waiting on that one. So it's gonna be what's that?
How much damage?
Just starting to roll that. D6. That's 2 plus 14 is 16. 16 bashing, and then 68 force. That's gonna take a minute. 3, 5, 8, 9, 17. Nice. That was 4, 5, and then nice. 4. So what did I say? 16 bashing and 24 force. So 40 damage total.
Nice.
And he just goes prone. Just chop with the staff. And that's my only other spell slot, so
You hit hard.
yeah.
Well, you do have spell slots for
How much damage total, sir?
40.
40. Yeah, you watch as he falls prone. Is there no save?
No, it doesn't say there is.
That's why I don't like Unearthed Arcana. Usually there should be like a save. Anyways, that's fine. So he gets knocked prone, and
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
There's another variant somewhere. Hold on. But that's the edited version. The other one I think was even more overpowered.
It's cool. You smash the shit out of him, and he falls to the prone, and you watch him kind of like look at you and kind of say, "That wasn't very nice, Steve. I don't think your father would like that. Or maybe he would."
Don't you bring Dad into this.
Don't you forget. He will use a legendary action after your turn to throw himself into a magical shroud. So, darkness, 30 foot.
Damn it.
Okay.
A magical shroud.
It's the same darkness I've been using.
Yeah, sorry. There's a bunch of cutting out. I missed whatever that was after the shroud.
After your turn, he just uses a legendary action to radiate magical darkness.
Oh, okay.
And then you hear in your head, Jesse, and what of you, G? What of you, G's friends?
There is no dishonor I have not already suffered that you can put me through.
The darkness knows all your secrets.
I too am a creature of darkness. Perhaps you should be scared of me.
I think it goes to your turn.
Goes to my turn?
Maybe I should just turn some.
Sorry, there's a layer action first. What?
Okay.
As he says this, you can hear a fluttering of wings, and music starts to emanate from the top of the hollow, kind of where the ceiling should be, but really it's just a hollow tree. And you can see a couple owl harpies have come, and they are starting to sing.
Uh-oh.
DC 15 saving throws.
15 wisdom, you said?
DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
I am not
15 exactly.
I rolled a 16. I'm lucky.
You are
9 +
lucky, because as you look into the faces of the owl harpies that are assembled, you see the faces of your clan and family.
Oh.
Oh.
Where did
Assholes.
all your friends go, Yuji? They came to me.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I use my bonus action to move my dawn spell over them and just burn them all away.
They all get burned. You watch they all kind of like smoke into shadow.
Yeah, it just flails out across them arrayed there. And then I will. Let's see.
Of course, there was. Go ahead. Good. You do you.
I can't see him, so I will use my turn to cast Dispel Magic.
On the shroud.
Yeah, on the darkness.
I'm just gonna allow it. Sure. Dispels. We're gonna cast it like we'll treat it like normal 3rd level darkness or 2nd level darkness. No. Boom. Gone.
Light floods into the chamber once again. And that's my turn. It goes to ST's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can see now, he'll make a claw bite against this guy. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Okay, only his bite hits then. For 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And
So, okay, he's definitely kind of looking bloodied. Definitely after John's hit. And he looks to you and says, "There's always one traitor, isn't there? One that breaks it down and sells all of his friends to the demons."
do you know who it was?
Yes. There's always one. Was it you? He'll cast invisibility on himself.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
Okay.
That's worth counterspelling.
That should be fine. You counterspell it, and then it goes to your turn, John.
Okay. I can see him.
Yeah, you know what? He'll move. He's not in the dawn anymore, is he?
No, I kind of cast it out over the harpies.
All right. Yeah, he uses his at least half of his movement to stand up, though, so he's no longer prone.
Okay. And I'm going to hit him with the radiant fists, the rainbow fists.
Rainbow him.
Rainbow the shit out of this guy. He's no longer prone.
He's no longer.
First attack, 28 hits. I'm just gonna roll all 3 attacks just immediately.
Sure.
Third, 127 and one at 19, so 2 hit.
19, not yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 total hits. So I do 20 radiant on the first attack and 18 radiant on the second attack. So 38 total.
Nice.
Just rainbow the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, he's looking upset and definitely not liking this.
Glaring at him.
He will use his layer action to dispel your dawn.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, that seems like a better move. So he'll dispel the dawn, and it goes to your turn.
My turn. Let's see here.
Sorry, and then he'll use a legendary action to try to attack John, which has never worked. Maybe it'll work. Oh, got an 18. Didn't work.
Oh, darn.
He needs an 18 to hit you?
No, he needs
He
a
needs a
21. I
My
need
AC
to.
is 20.
Gets a plus. He gets a plus 11. I rolled a 7.
Oh, man.
I've been
He
rolling
he
like
needs to
under
roll.
10.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
as long as you roll at least 12, you'll hit.
Yeah. He's got a 50-50 chance and has missed every time.
Yep.
Like tails, flip, tails, flip,
Yeah.
tail. What do you think?
Right.
It's a tail. Tails.
I'm going to cast Avard's Black Tentacles on the floor around him.
Mm.
He makes a dex saving throw.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born into it. Roll the 9 plus 11 is 20.
Yep, so he beats it.
What a grab.
Oh, he has a little bit of dex. Okay. And then I will use my bonus action to hide for a bunch. I get above 30 for my hide. And that's my turn, and then claw from ST. Miss. Once again, bite hits for 12 plus 5, 17 points of damage.
For 25 points of damage?
15 points of damage.
Okay. He's still looking at you. And he starts to whisper to you, John. He starts to say, your father never loved you. You think your light will help you here? You are nothing but darkness here. Darkness. He casts fear.
Okay.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17.
No, Harden. He can't see you.
Oh.
13.
13 does not succeed. Besides, your father not loving you doesn't have anything to do with the story, Jesse.
True.
But now we have something in
clearly-
common. You know my pain.
It's clearly Stevens.
I don't like to talk about it. Thought he was reaching into my soul.
Everyone's fathers don't love them in the story. Not even his own father. That's why Alquab actually became the Lord of Night originally. He had a father who was a celestial, and all he talked about was light, 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 all the time. You fail your fear check, and you drop whatever you're holding and become frightened for the duration.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I dropped my staff of power.
While frightened by the spell, you must take the dash action and move away from the person by the safest available route on each of your turns, unless there's nowhere to move.
Oh, God. All right, then.
If a creature ends its turn in a location where it does not have line of sight to you, the creature that can make another wisdom saving throw. A successful save, the spell ends. You have to get out of sight of him before you can save again.
I'm a monk, so I have stillness of mind.
Sure. What does that do?
Starting at 7th level, you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened.
Sure, absolutely. So on your turn, you can do that, but until then,
Until then, I'm running scared. So I probably immediately drop the staff and run away 100 feet. Or
right. So you immediately drop the staff at least, and he is going to start flying into the middle of the room.
Okay.
And looking for Jesse. He's going to start actively, kind of searching around for where you're hiding. And then it goes to Hardin's turn.
God damn it, Dad. Why do you have to be so bossy? I'm just going to spend my entire turn breathing deeply, slowly calming myself. This is nothing I haven't gone over again and again and again. It's just going to take me a minute, and I'll be all right.
Just do the breathing exercise that Miss Susan taught you.
Are you sure you're going to be all right? What if the darkness grabs you? And the black tendrils rise up again to grab. I guess you can't investigate. So just you, John. DC 15 strength saver.
AC 15 strength?
DC 15, yeah.
It's a good thing I got a plus 10 to that.
Oh. Roll 1.
Yeah. 27.
No, roll a 1. You didn't listen.
No. I did not.
So that's its layer effect. John successfully has regained control of his mind.
Let's talk about this with Ruben later.
Why don't you lay on the couch, Stephen? Just lay on the couch. We're gonna talk about your dad.
It's entirely possible that there is no real Ruben, and he just fails the save every time he casts contact on the plane. It's just made a little personal cosmology out of it.
Oh, is that what you're talking to a demon? Is that what happens?
Every time you fail casting contact on the plane, you go insane until you take a long rest.
Oh, no.
So every time I cast contact on the plane, I automatically fail. And I've built a Anyway. I'm secretly a warlock of insanity.
Oh, that would be pretty cool, actually.
I speak gibberish. Cool. All right, goes to Jesse's turn. He's flying around looking for you.
All right. I mean, if he's looking for me, then so be it. I'm gonna sneak attack him. So I'm gonna make an attack roll against him, and I'm gonna. Nah, it's too late to declare that. Okay, so my attack roll is a 29 to hit him.
Okay.
And he takes 66 plus 8. That's 10. Plus 8 is 18. Plus 6 is 24. Plus 8 is 32 points of damage. A little crossbow bolt pegs him right in his soft underbelly.
He's definitely looking pretty messed up. He's probably taking about 300 HP worth of damage at this point.
Good.
I don't have anything I can do to him as a bonus action, so I'm going to bonus action hide again. Find a piece of his nest to tuck myself down into. And I get a 23 on my stealth check.
How much?
23.
Just barely under that passive perception. All right, then he casts darkness as action.
Of course, again.
This is actually him actually casting the spell. Not doing the shroud action.
Right. He's actually spending the time.
Yeah, so this is him taking his action to cast magical darkness.
He's going
to move around.
I'll use my reaction to counterspell it, which will break my hiding, I think, because I'm casting a spell.
Okay. Okay. You cast counterspell, and instead of moving around just randomly in the darkness, now he's going to move towards you and stand next to you.
All right, I can deal with that. I want to be able to see him.
Oh God, sounds like a terrible one.
And then it goes to Steven.
Okay, and I can't see a damn thing, right?
No, it was counterspelled.
Oh, it was counterspelled. Oh, awesome. He's down by.
He's on the highest most level by the nest.
Okay. How far away is he? Further away than 30 feet?
No.
No.
No, but
Good.
he would have some cover against you.
I should still be able to punch him with rainbows.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think cover. I'm not sure that cover applies to that. It's just a.
It's a ranged attack. It's the same as normal ranged attacks.
Okay. Yeah, ranged spell attack.
So he has like half cover on you because he's kind of like a higher level.
Okay, so I have disadvantage.
No, he just has his armor.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I really need to remember how cover works these days. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold it. Huh?
You can easily go to that level too. That's to negate that cover or do other things.
I mean, I can't jump up there. I could levitate up there, I guess.
Don't you have the fast movement? Can't you? Isn't like climbing the same as walking to you?
I have unarmored movement, but I don't.
Is that a later ability?
That might be a later ability, yeah. I can climb at half speed, though, right?
Yeah.
Is climbing a half speed thing?
Yeah. So you can start climbing 25 feet.
Yeah, so I can still climb up 25 feet. Okay, that'll work. I will climb up there then. Acrobatics? I'm just going to run up the side of the wall.
Unarmored movement gives you at 9th level the ability to move along vertical and liquids without falling during your movement. You're crouching tiger dragon all the way now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I definitely knew that. Damn it. Yep, across liquids and you turn without falling during the move. All right, well, I'm just going to run up the side of the wall.
I was like, why is this hard for you? You just do it. You do it.
You're a monk.
Completely. I thought that was later level. Okay. Well, I'm going to sprint up the side of the wall. I just got a handle on myself last round. Yeah, so I'm going to run up the side of the wall, streaming tears behind me, screaming about how you can't say that about my dad. Only I'm allowed to say that about my dad. And he can shut his fat beak. And I'm going to punch him right in his beak with a rainbow. I miss.
Oh, no.
I spend a key point and do it 2 more times. God damn it. Okay. Shut up! 2 hits. Okay. 2 hits. This is my last round of Hexblade's Curse as well. And then I will be dropping back to regular damage. Okay? Or wait, no.
No, I thought it was until...
No, it's a minute. A minute is 10 rounds, not 6.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I always think a minute is 6 rounds. So that's 5 plus 16 is 21, and 3 plus 16 is 19, so 40. 40 points of damage total.
Damn. It's a lot of radiant damage.
Really not a graceful monk.
Is going to spend a legendary action to attack Jesse. It's a 15.
Nope. That doesn't hit me.
That sigh.
And it goes to you. I'm sorry, layer action first.
All right.
And it will the haunting tunes come back. You see like the harpies that you kind of cast down with dawn kind of reconstitute themselves, and DC 15 wisdom check as haunting melodies start to play in the hollow.
All right. I get a 7 on my wisdom. It's the first time I've rolled low.
Okay.
Oh god.
7 on wisdom. Harden.
16.
16
save?
Both of us? We're going to be in trouble if we
enough
get
to
16
okay.
is not safe.
However, Jesse, with your 7, you are charmed, incapacitated, and your speed is reduced to 0 until you take damage or until initiative count 20 on the following, or until the layer action.
Oh shit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it just pushes you. It doesn't make you lose your turn.
Right. You don't. Well,
You do
You
lose your turn.
Okay,
Yeah,
so my turn comes around and I lose my turn as I drool and listen to the song.
right. But your Hezru would still
Okay. And
actually
at this point
roll for him.
Okay. So his wisdom, he gets a 10. So he also fails.
He'd be drooling.
Both of us.
Oh god.
The beast, after Jesse's turn, will take an attack on Jesse with a legendary action.
Save us, Steven.
And it'll get a 15 again! Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, you're incapacitated. It has advantage against you. Can't avoid by hit.
It seems like you've got something on your mind, Lord of the Night.
He gets a 27. And I think in the first time in this battle, because the first time I'm pulling out D10s, he will land a hit.
Well done.
For 20. Sorry. 30 damage.
Ow!
We're all very proud of you, Akamara.
No problem if he had been hit.
As he bites you. Good. A demon lord should not have this much trouble hurting you.
That's right. I am a demon lord, damn it. You will pay attention to me.
You will know my name. This is my house. You're in my house now. And he will cast invisibility.
Okay. Alright. I'm no longer incapacitated because I got attacked, right?
Correct.
Right.
I think this is John's turn.
All right.
Get him.
I'm going to. Let's see. How far away? How messed up are you, Yuji?
I'm okay.
You okay? Okay.
I've
Just checking.
lost about a third of my health.
Oh god. Well, I'll come down and heal you a little bit later. First,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run back down and pick up my staff that I forgot to pick up earlier because that's important.
Yep, you run down, you grab the staff. I was going to break that, but I didn't. I should have. I didn't.
I forgot about that for a minute. I was too worked up. He's invisible.
He is invisible.
Okay, I will just radiant action to punch him with rainbows whenever I see him again. The ceiling of this place is open, right? Yeah, it's just a big gouge in a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want him escaping.
Maybe he already did.
Damn it.
Black tendrils come
I
up.
can still see him. I've got Eldritch Sight. That's right. Freaking detect magic.
He just made that up. Jesse, you just heard him make that up, right? Like he just made that up.
I did not make that up. That's like detect magic
I
earlier.
can still see him.
Eldritch Sight, detect magic spell. That's how it works. Because I'm a warlock.
Detect magic doesn't give you see invisibility necessarily, but if you have devil sight.
Well, devil sight sees through magical darkness. He would need. There is one that gives him true sight.
Yeah, you need true sight.
Damn. Saw him earlier with detect magic. We just looked for the magical aura around the invisibility. Yeah.
You could probably use it to locate his box.
Yeah, I'll use detect magic and see if I can find him. 30-foot radius.
Sure, you see a thing. You see his act.
Okay. Now that's an action to cast, I think. So I'm just gonna.
And then black tendrils come in. The three of you do DC 15 strength saving throws.
Oh no! I failed it this time. I rolled a 4.
Good.
I got a 16 exactly.
4 plus 10, 14.
You are restrained until the next layer action. And from invisibility, or it's Jesse's turn.
It's my turn. I'm gonna ready in action. Let's see. I'm not currently hidden, so I'm gonna hide as a bonus action. I get a 29 on my hide check, and then I'm gonna ready in action to sneak attack him. When I can either see him, or if he attacks somebody else, and I can approximate where he is. So I'm willing to attack with disadvantage.
Okay. His turn?
Yeah.
Harden, your turn?
I am restrained, unless I can break it.
No.
Okay.
Restrained, you have 0 movement.
Restrained. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought it was. Yeah, never mind. I don't know where he is though.
He's invisible.
Yeah, I can't attack him.
You know his approximate space from your detect magic, right? So you can attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do that as long as it's within 30 feet. I will try to attack him with the spell attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, you can as you watch him, he's like moving around the space very quietly and trying to like reposition himself and you all out, but you can see the amulet.
Yeah. Oh, the amulet. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
That's what you're tracking right now. You're not necessarily seeing him. You're seeing the powerful.
Okay. Good. Well, that should orient me a little bit anyway. I'll give it a...
I'll give you some disadvantage on it.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 15, so I'm going to hit him anyway.
No, you're not. Shut up.
I do... 4 plus 16. I do 20 radiant damage.
Nice.
Let's spend a key point and do that 2 more times. Uh, 12 plus 14 also hits. And 11 plus 14 is 25. That hits. Okay. Well, better that time than I have.
So you watch as you blast radiant shots kind of up in the general direction of the Demon Lord of Night. You watch as all 3 of you hit all 3 times, right?
Yeah.
You watch as all 3 of them kind of stop short of the hollowed out wall, and Alquam falls to the first landing. Feathers kind of fly up, and you watch as his tongue kind of falls out of his horned owl face, and he lies dead. Shadow, he begins to dissipate into shadow at the very edges, and slowly all that's left is the ground.
And we're in the abyss, so he's dead for good.
Can he be dead for good?
I don't know. If the same rules apply, I'm not sure.
I look over at ST. I'm like, did we kill him for good? Can we kill him for good?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I think he did.
And you helped. High five up here, buddy.
Awesome, dude.
The new one, right? That's how it works in the demon world. So, thanks.
We're best buds with the new Demon Lord of Night.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not friends.
Yeah, we're Steven. We're friends.
If you want to be friends with us, you can be the new Demon Lord of Night.
Yeah, we'll be friends.
Do you promise? Blood promise?
Like, yeah, no, I can't do that. Why I'm here right now. That's how. That's why I hate you.
All right, I guess I'm going to be the new Demon Lord of Night. Whatever.
Oh well, we'll just go where one of the targets.
Do you want to be Demon Lord of Night, or should I? I mean, you killed him.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I would be a terrible Demon Lord of Night.
You dealt.
I was speaking which
blow.
Yeah, the
I would have this place lit up like a disco ball. It would just not be on message. Really. Demon Lord of the Nightlife, maybe, but maybe there's a future in this after all.
And thus the new age was born.
are you guys gonna eat that?
Yeah, we go scoop up the amulet.
Are you
Yeah, we should go get
guys
that.
split it?
No, I mean, you said you don't want to be friends, so
Yeah, no, I really don't.
Yeah, so.
yeah, it's a shame.
All right.
All right. Well, do you think
Well,
anything good will happen if I put it on?
I think we should probably just destroy that. I just want to go on.
Yeah,
Right?
you're right. We will destroy it.
We're supposed to just shatter it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's made of black iron, etched in with infernal ruins.
Can I tell if I inspect it?
Sorry, abyssal ruins, not infernal, probably.
Yeah, if I inspect it, can I tell anything about the nature of this amulet or like how it works?
I've got Eye of the Runekeeper. I can just read them.
Oh,
Oh, you did what I always wanted to do and just take all the I ones.
They're so cool. You're just like, you can read all languages. Or
Yeah.
read all written stuff, I think. Something like that. Yeah.
they're really cool.
I also took Minions of Chaos so I could summon an elemental, but I forgot I actually needed a spell slot for that, and I just burned myself out on daylight. So
Yeah, so it's made of black iron, and the strap that it kind of acts as the necklace is crafted from the hide of other fiends. It's warm to the touch, and it features a leering face, or faces kind of around it, and the vile ruins that are engraved in the surface kind of speak to ideas of breaking through and sacrifice, and great blood sacrifice is necessary to cross over, such as the catalyst.
The whole battle above, just playing it into his hands. I mean, I want to steal this, but I don't.
Roll intelligence.
intelligence.
Yeah. As you read this.
Flat intelligence, not Arcana.
No, it's not. It's
12.
Natural 1 plus 0.
yeah. John goes crazy, slightly insane from reading the abyssal ruins.
Oh God, Reuben, I didn't know you were here.
You find it utterly repulsive too. You kind of drop as you start to gibber a little bit. Yeah, Reuben.
They're there, buddy. We'll take care of you.
It lasts about your temporary insanity lasts about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I was a little concerned about getting him out of this abyssal demiplane
Maybe I should. Maybe it should be until his next long rest. Does that sound fun?
by myself. It's crazy.
What? Oh God.
Yeah, you're right. We should destroy this.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have many scruples, and I can't even think of anything good we could do with this.
No. Let's just punch it until it's dust.
Yeah.
You say you got a total of 12?
Yeah.
Okay. You punch it into dust.
Okay. Yeah. Crunch, crunch.
Keep hitting it with rainbows until it falls apart.
Yeah.
You crush it, it is dust, and you can see like this area starts to like not like brighten up. It's not like the sun starts to rise, but like really, really early dusk.
Okay. I can live with that. No.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
We go outside to see all the shadows welcoming the dawn.
Yeah, as you kind of go outside, you see a bunch of like owl harpies and strixes. Strixes are the human-mouthed owls. And they're all kind of like flying flying away from the central tree now, as their power seems to be disrupted, all kind of fleeing to other layers.
Flee from us! This is our domain!
You do pick up a bunch of like other uncommon and rare items that are kind of littering the bottom layer.
Oh yeah.
You're able to pick out and easily recognize which items are magical and which ones are not.
Yeah, we pick through them.
Yeah. Just loot the place.
See if we can find a Hubert's handy haversack that we can put things in.
No, you're standing there.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about those.
Oh shit! I almost did fight you against a demon that had like an endless stomach, which could be harvested for bags of holding.
Oh shit!
But I forgot about that guy. Anyways, you guys loot the bottom level, and you can see against the early dusk light of the sky now. You can still see into the battle of the real world off about 2 miles away from you.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
It looks like closer.
Closer?
Yeah.
Should we warn them? They probably don't want to come in here.
Oh, they are already in.
Yeah, we give all the magic stuff to Steven. Here, carry this. Sorry, other Steven.
Other Steven, thank you.
Yes, that's the real Steven. Yes, I am here.
No, you're fake Steven.
The non-demon Lord Steven, yes.
I don't. No, that's
it's
either
Demon Lord Steven and Peasant Steven.
There we go. That sounds good. I like that.
I'm gonna murder you all in sleep.
Not today, you aren't.
Nope. But I'm very patient.
I know. You're kind all are. Yeah, we head out towards the rest of the Caliban's unit. That
one in the back.
You start pulling back the front lines. When you get close enough to see that Caliban's band of the Minotaurs has completely breached the brink, and they're completely inside of the abyss, and they are fighting. And the one thing you don't see, however, you see Viscera chopping people up in like great axes, and you see all these like demons who are like, they got like faces on their chest, and they're eating the army. And as you kind of like get there, it takes you a little good chunk of time to run. So now you're actually starting to see that it's no longer like light dusk. There is actually a sun that's starting to rise in this.
That's weird. I mean, I understand we killed the Lord of Night, but it's still weird that a sun suddenly appears.
Mm-hmm.
Is this place becoming like dissipating, and are we settling back into the physical realm? Or is
you are fully into the layer of the abyss, and you can still totally see the slice into your material plane. You can still see fighting that's happening on the outside, but you see that Caliban's army is completely surrounded and completely getting decimated. The one thing you don't see is you don't see Caliban anywhere.
Oh.
Huh. We ride to their rescue.
We should go help the army, yeah. And keep an eye out for Caliban? Where would he be? Maybe he got killed already. I don't know. He seemed pretty tough, though.
He was very tough. He was a very tough guy. Yeah. The demons. What's you all have a lot of spells left, or is it mostly just?
I've got a couple spells left. You're dry.
I have no spell slots. I do have half of my key points still left, so I can punch a lot.
So it's mostly just punching and sneak attacking.
Yeah.
I do. Well, let's see. I can cast Dawn. I have another 5th level slot, so I can cast Dawn again. We can use that to carve a path in front of us.
I could break my staff of power.
That seems like it hurts. That might kill you.
I mean, it wouldn't be super great, but I do have evasion, so maybe that'll help.
I cast Dawn again, and I can move it each turn as a bonus action, so I try to carve a path through to meet with them.
Sure. You start to carve a path through the demons, and they all are kind of like pushing away from your light. The sun is rising higher. Now you're seeing it's rising into like a moon that's already in the sky that you can now see because it's being reflected off the sunlight.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use my staff as the staff. I can cast Fireball out of it.
Sure. Fireball and Cone of Cold.
Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Probably not the Fireball, but the other two. Yeah.
You watch as you start making your way into the army, but they're taking heavy losses. You're making your way there. Viscera, you finally make contact with her. She's lost an arm. She's lost an eye. But she's still fighting. She's in like full berserker barbarian rage right now.
Oh.
Okay. We need to get them out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to grab her and shake some sense into her and get them turned around to leave this place.
She is completely incensed. Roll charisma?
I have a 2nd level spell. I have hold person. I can try to hold person her to break her out.
Let me try and stop her. I'm gonna. Can I try and persuade her first?
Go ahead.
And I will actually touch her and heal her for a bunch. To kind of add to that. So like give me advantage or something like that. I don't know.
Sure, we'll call it.
Okay. So persuasion check. With advantage. I got a plus 12 to persuasion. 9 plus 12, 21.
That was with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 9 and a 4.
You see a moment of clarity kind of break through her eyes, and she kind of looks at you, and it's like, he killed everyone. It was just a trap.
Caliban?
It's all a trap.
Let's get out now.
Yeah, and you start.
Yeah.
You all start pushing towards the exit, but there's hordes of demons, and just as you are kind of like getting through that vanguard, the sun touches the moon, and a giant eclipse starts happening.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
You guys are mowing through these demons. You're almost out, but I want to say like 90% of the bodies on the ground are dead. They're being eaten by demons. Only this small group of you, the Hezro, Viscera, maybe like a handful extra people are still kind of surviving based on the strength of your personalities alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do our best to rally them and get towards sort of the breach with the material plane.
You hear a great voice kind of like just as you get to the brink, just as you get to the edge of the material plane, you hear, "The sacrifice has been accepted." And you turn and you can see that now Caliban is kind of like outlined by the eclipse. And he starts to grow into a great horned beast as his armor gets like completely sucked into him. And
Oh,
you see Baphomet. He just turns into Baphomet. We'll just say that.
damn it.
So you're saying
And-
we shouldn't have broken the gym?
And I mean, yes, you had a choice. Yeah, you definitely at the exit. You are home free.
Yeah, I think we fall back and regroup to fight another day.
What happened? Wait, he's taking over the other layer of the abyss, right? He's just.
Yeah,
It
Caliban.
sounds like the Lord of Night was a sacrifice to summon an even greater demon.
Oh, I see what you mean. Shit. Yeah, we summoned Baphomet. Oh. Do you think we can take out Baphomet?
I think we should fall back and live to fight another day. I think we can take on Baphomet, but not right now.
Oh, we need a break.
I believe, son.
I grab Stephen by the arm, and as I see him wistfully looking back,
Yeah, let's get out of
Come
here.
on, we have to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Damn. My reign as the Lord of the Nightlife was too brief. Yeah, we fall back.
Yeah, we do our best to keep the remaining straggling troops alive, rally them, and pull them back across home.
Yeah, you do with just about everybody, but the only person that does not listen is Viscera, and they break free from your little huddled group, and they start just tearing through this one-armed great axe.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, just shout, like as some of them start to go back to save her, and just shout like, "No, you can't save her. Just keep going.
And then you keep going.
She'll cover our retreat."
Yep.
Yep, and she does. She covers your retreat. You all make it out with a small band of survivors. Once you cross the brink into the real world, you see that the battle was largely successful on this side, and bodies lay everywhere, and the land Vikings and the purple rhinos are mostly intact, but you can see they're in a formation of a very defensive formation as you kind of come through with the survivors, and they all kind of like pensively look at you like they weren't expecting anybody to come out.
Yeah.
Commander.
Yeah. We need to talk to the commander. There's been a problem.
And then we can end there. Good. That's a good line.
Yeah.
We need to talk to the commander.
Bedrag,
Giant Baphomet behind you.
Oh, God.
Was he summoned into the material plane?
No.
Up to a higher level of the abyss, yeah. Right next to the rift.
Right next to the rift.
Yeah.
So, that's a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
That's our Midland update.
That doesn't seem so good. I'm gonna be
Midland.
honest.
Everything is still shit. All right.
Midland. Things are worse.
That was good.
That was very good. Yeah, that was fun.
It's,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry, I took my
Turn
off.
for Midland.
Glad to bring in some Berserk there too.
Yeah.
I love Berserkers.
In fact, Jesse, you've pretty much played in both the Berserk games now. You played in the one where you got to fight the Immortal Zod, and now you played in the one where Griffith sacrificed his entire army.
Yeah.
Cool.
How does it
Cool.
feel?
Just all part of the.
The
Did kill. You guys killed a challenge 21 creature. I didn't really hold back that much.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, we did
Oh.
pretty. It helped. Was rolling like shit to hit us.
Yeah.
So.
Shit.
But I would say that's the only thing. Like the one time it hit a 40-10 plus 4.
Yeah. It chopped off about a third of my health.
Yeah.
I would have.
Well, I mean,
at least
that's the thing, though. Is like, you were able to hide against most of its hits, and
Yep.
John had just high enough AC that it wasn't going to hit him.
I have 23 AC with the staff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I lucked out on a bunch of my saves.
Yeah.
The fates were with us.
Yeah.
The fates were behind us, in spite of the ill outcome. The fates were with us, protecting us.
The fates were with somebody. I'm not sure if they were with you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
No, we can take out Baphomet. It's fine. It's good.
We're gonna have to.
I think that I'm ready. I'm ready for y'all to do it.
He's our responsibility now.
He is. We're gonna have to do it.
All right, I gotta go because it's
it is late there. That's why I figured I also want to kind of wrap up. Cool. Oh, thanks for playing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, no, thanks for DMing.
Thank you very much for DMing.
I'll try to be better prepared next time.
I like these characters. They're a good yin and yang.
Yeah,
they worked well together. Yeah.
Well, and that helped too. The fact that one of you was dark oriented, one of you was light oriented, and the fact that you were fighting the Lord of Night.
Yeah.
It worked out fairly.
It worked very well.
Yeah. It's
cool.
better than I was expecting from the together the last night.
All right, you guys. Have a good night.
Take it easy, guys. See you next time.
Okay.
Later.